Everything has been building towards this moment. Lead finals time in Saas for the second UIAA World Cup of the season. This is an iconic venue, deep in the Swiss Alps, and the athletes climb their way through an enormous car park, with spectators lined on every level. Behind me is the new extension. 10 or so metres has been added, making it a real endurance fest of a climb. So, what happened at the first World Cup? Well, Sina Goetz from Switzerland took the gold for the women, and for the men, South Korea's Younggeon Lee, he won there. So, who can win this week? Let's find out. Well, it truly is a jewel in the crown of the UIAA season. We're in Saas, and this is the overall standings as they are so far. Sina Goetz winning that first World Cup in South Korea means she's on the top spot with 100 points. Marianne is close behind her on 80. And Eimir getting her first podium in a while in third. And as we go down the list, we can see some big names in there. Olga Kosek down on 37 points. Kat Connor 15th on 22nd, but she's looking on form here tonight. I'm expecting some pretty special things from that lady. And for the men, Younggeon Lee leads the way, 100 points, and he's in tonight's final. Safridan Mohamed Reza winning the speed again, and Benjamin Bosshard, the Swiss athlete, 65 points. He did well in that first World Cup. Tristan Ladevant, one of two Ladevant brothers, and his brother, he's further down the list, as we're about to see, but he did qualify in the top spot for tonight's final. There he is, Louna down in 13th, just 26, but on the form he's in, I would expect those points to change later on tonight. But you never know, it is ice climbing. And let's have a look at our start list, shall we, of the athletes who have made it through to this stage. Starting off with the women in opposite order, Eimir McSwiggan qualifying in last place for this final. She'll climb first, and Franziska in first place, so she'll climb last. And I know if you were watching the semi-finals, there was a little bit of controversy and confusion about those scores, but it was all worked out afterwards, and this is the 8 who have made it through from 16 in the semi-finals. We'll have a look at the men's in a second. And again, opposite order, so Louna Ladevant down at the bottom, he'll climb last. Younggeon Lee right on his heels, and Tristan, the other brother, sandwiching Younggeon between the French bread, if we can call it that. And Benjamin Bosshard, Andreas Gantner, Florian Gantner, and Cheol Kim and Hyeongsub Lim after that. Right, I am joined once again by the amazing Tabitha in the commentary box. How are you doing tonight?
Good. I'm really excited to see how the finals go here. I mean, it's such a crazy venue that anything can happen, and especially with this new extension to the wall, it's going to be insane to see who gets the top and who kind of
plummets down to the ground. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. 10 metres-ish added to this wall. And, everyone, there are 2 enormous jumps for the men's route, 1 big one for the women's, and 2 sets of poles. And you can just see, by the way, Tabby's Instagram down on the bottom left. Go give her a follow. Tabby, those poles, they're going to be sliding down them. It's a bit strange.
Yeah, I'm really not sure how this is going to go. I think the women have more of a static kind of view to the route. I mean, I don't know how, maybe some of them will jump for it, maybe some of them won't, but the men, they've all done the jump, so I'm not like, I think all of them can do it. But women, I think it's definitely a different kind of, like the women never have these type of climbs. I feel like they're always very straightforward.
That's the
but
pole.
That pole, like, I've never seen anything like it in women's finals before, whereas men had the same type of move in Bern, Switzerland, in one of the Continental Cups, so it'll be really exciting to see maybe.
I agree. I feel like we're on the cusp here. You know when, like, in sport climbing, when parkour-style moves start to become the thing? I feel like that's where we're at with ice climbing.
Definitely. They've definitely started to come out more as the seasons have gone on, which is really exciting. I enjoy them. I know some people don't, but I find them really, really exciting to watch.
All right, well, Eimir McSwiggan comes out first, the Irish athlete who has a huge amount of support from back at home. Ragnar saying McSwooner reporting for duty. Excellent, I like that. Cool Safari's just saying jumps in ice climbing. Yeah, indeed, we've got jumps for ice climbing. It's pretty full on. Do keep your comments coming. Any questions you have for us, hammer the heart button and just send your love to the athletes because they need your support. Tabby, explain the atmosphere here in Saas because it's kind of wild, isn't it?
Insane. I've never, like, going away to Korea, obviously it's such a massive venue, but this is so different. Like, everyone lined up to watch these athletes, getting involved with everything. I mean, you can run up each level and shout the athletes on right beside them. It's crazy. And I mean, I've never experienced a comp like this ever.
Yeah, it's the advantage of being in a car park like we are in Saas. All right, Eimir's underway. On the ice to start with. Should be easy moves for her, but we know how much the athletes hate climbing on the actual ice.
It's a good start. It's always good to maybe give the athletes some, like, easy kind of starts just to get them going. And also, I think it's good for the crowds because, I mean, they love seeing ice climbing, obviously.
I mean, it's part of the sport, isn't it? So we need it somewhere. And in Saas we get this hooking section, but very soon Eimir will be going right onto the plywood. First couple of draws are pre-clipped for safety reasons, but after that she will be lead climbing.
This next hold looks... Oh, checking it with her hand. This next hold looks pretty sketchy. Saas has a lot of these stone holds that I usually don't see at any of the other comps, so it was really intriguing to see all of them on the semi-finals and finals route.
Is there any way you can tell from the ground what they're like?
No. Even when I saw the route demo videos for qualifiers, I had no idea what I was going into looking at these stones. She'll know this one. This is a smart stone, which most of the athletes are used to because they're mostly, I mean, they're quite popular holds in the seen. So
yeah, I agree. The owner of Smart Stones gave me a bottle opener earlier
Oh,
on,
wow.
which has a Smart Stone on it. So thank you to Smart Stones for that one.
Also, the Smart Stones have these little dots on them which can show you the different angles. I think the one she's on right now is a flat edge, so it has nothing on it, and I'm going to take a guess by saying that all of these holds are going to be new. I don't think any of these are going to be worn in, just to make the athletes work extra hard to get them in.
It's full on, isn't it? All right, well, she's made the first couple of clips. Hello from Devon, Tom Dufnell, who's watching. Hello from Ure, the RAB tent, apparently. British team sponsored by RAB, right?
Yeah, Caitlin Connor is sponsored by RAB, so it's super cool.
Awesome. All right, Eimir, this traverse, low feet as you work your way towards the pipe that's somewhere above her head here.
All these tiny little metal holds. I mean, see that? I thought that was a little ball when I saw it from afar, but it's actually a triangle with a little kind of dent in it.
This is a big move up to this wrap as
and
well.
also, is that a clip that she needs to get?
It's hard for this angle, isn't it? So I don't want to say too much, but I think there is a clip on the left.
Maybe she'll get it here. That might be the smart decision. Yeah.
And remember Eimir running out in Korea.
Oh, big foot slip. It is also very hard to kick, especially in this angle where right now her axe is on the kind of forward facing wall, but her feet are on that kind of steeper wall.
All right, well, she's another foot bobble there as well.
Maybe a bit nervous, but she's looking a bit shaky.
Yeah, their foot is right between the wall almost.
Yeah.
Now she brings it
Which
up.
also all the athletes have to be careful not hooking under that wall because it could result in a DQ.
Exactly. And talking about DQs, the blue crosses on the wall, that indicates the last position the athlete can clip from. And as they're about to slide down a pipe, we definitely want them to clip before that.
Yeah. And not on a very nice hole to clip from, so...
That's horrible, isn't it? Right, now this is the pipe. You're right with the static thing. I think they'll be able to reach it.
But also, I think they might slide right down it. There's not really any... Which could throw some of the athletes off, because me personally, I would expect some of the athletes to take a look at their pommel, which is the bottom of their axe.
Good point, actually, but she's not going to, I don't think. She's going metal to metal. Here we go. Hits it, slides.
There she goes. That was good.
Wow, I tell you what, I don't know whether it's good or bad for climbing, but it's pretty cool to watch.
It's amazing. I looked at it and I heard some of the athletes saying they didn't like it, and I was just like, I love this.
Yeah, it's certainly next level. I think sometimes route setters have got to push the boundaries a bit.
Yeah, and I mean, the route setting this week has been so amazing, and it's been so kind of not too sketchy, so I think this, giving the athletes some crazy moves to do, is really good.
And I know some of them, Eimir especially, was saying during the quali she wasn't even pumped, because it was easier routes.
In the semi-finals, I mean, I think it was intended for the athletes to get more of endurance pumped rather than having all the hard moves. So,
Eimir will enjoy the more bouldery style here. And it does get harder from the women from now on. This is where the route really starts.
Yeah.
And it's not as long as the semi-finals. They don't go all the way to the top.
No, semi-finals was so long, which I think really helped because they did have 7 minutes 30, which I think is the maximum time you can have on any route. But even then, some of the women weren't fast enough and didn't make it.
Yeah, exactly that. There are 7 minutes for the women, 7.5 minutes for the men in this final. So pretty close.
And from the timer on our clock already, she's only got 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I'd say. Maybe a little bit less, but even then, that's not a lot of time.
She's going to have to move here. Right, onto this protruding pinnacle of blue volume that comes out. I like the 3D. Saas is it's a nightmare for judges to judge because there's so many things to touch.
100%.
It's great to watch. Phil Monk just says the pole is madness. Yes, Phil, you are correct, but it's good, isn't it?
And it's crazy seeing all the people kind of looking at her as she's on the route. It's so interactive for everyone. And I mean, I was cheering on some of my teammates on qualifiers and I was right next to them. I didn't even have to shout, so it was amazing.
Is it distracting as an athlete?
For some athletes, maybe. I saw some of the athletes wearing earbuds while they were in semi-finals, which could help them, but also sometimes I think it's very nice hearing all your teammates cheering you on.
Oh, Eimir with a big pop, sorry.
Slip.
That floating Stein let her down there for a sec.
Yeah, I think maybe she thought it was supposed to be like a Stein rather than a floater. But she's got these very cool Jet 2s which allow her to go short on her handles, so...
Yeah, good spot. No, she doesn't like it.
Come on. Oh my god.
She saved it somehow.
Oh, wow.
Her heart rate is going. My heart rate is going.
Crazy. I mean, this angle, doing a undercut like that.
Yeah. It's a stop
madness.
Move, isn't it? Yeah. Well, she tries for the 3rd time. Reverse grip this time. That looks a bit better. She's got the head of the axe in.
Yeah.
It's going to be nervy, though,
does not look very nice. I mean, one wiggle of the axe and it could come off.
She is. Oh, and it has gone, but she's hold it. Oh my goodness, Eimir McSwiggan.
Come on. Oh, hold on.
Kicking in. Can she find some core strength? No.
Oh, come on.
Oh, this is a wild moment here.
Let's hope this endurance comes in. Yeah, there she goes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. Cracks in the fig four. And another Stein pull on the reds to come as well.
This angle is just so crazy that it's like, even in Korea, the crazy angles, the athletes would just pick four. Oh wow.
I didn't even
I don't
see
think
that.
I've never seen that hold before.
No. I don't even know what it is.
It's a smart stone with a little drilled hole in it, but it's a good hold, so she'll be happy to maybe have a race. But even in these Fig 4s and Fig 9s,
it's hard to properly rest, isn't it?
The spinning that she's like having to endure is crazy.
She's near the top. She's going to get timed out though.
Yeah.
Drops down. What a fight from Eimir McSwiggan. Our current high point,
That
29. Awesome stuff. Well, the chat has gone crazy about that one, as you should. Lala Lee just says, crazy, cool safari. She's so strong. Melody Sarah back again. Nice to see you, Melody. Yes, everyone, your comments are correct. This was the slide down the pipe. Bonkers move. But really, it was this move that got me.
Now, some of the problems that athletes might have with these holds is that some picks fit in them and some picks don't. I think there's been some problems over the years with that.
Yeah.
Where some people's picks fit and some people's picks don't. Like Marianne last year, she had a nightmare on, I think, semi-finals where her picks just did not fit in the hole, which is unfortunate because she is so capable of getting to the top there.
And Shin in the semi-finals as well. There was a hole that everyone else could wrap and she had to kind of like straight hook it.
Yeah. She looks very happy with that. That's really good.
Yeah, she does. Right, Eimir is done. Chatting to one of the B-layers there, I think. All right, well, we'll now, if I've got this right, swap over to the men's side of things. So Lim will come out for South Korea in a minute. What a first climb.
See, for the men, it's not even like who's the worst and who's the best. All of these men climbed so amazingly in semi-finals.
Yeah, they did, and some big names missed out as well.
Yeah.
So, Virgil, he fell really early.
Jonathan Brown,
yeah.
I mean, it was crazy. I said earlier that I looked away for 1 second and he was down. It was. I'm sure he'll put in big licks in Franston.
Yes, he will. I mean, that is his home world. Well, not home world, I suppose this is his home world, isn't it? But it's close. About 2 hours away drive. Yeah, the circuit will move on after this. I think the athletes are going all over Europe to try to find some training, and then they'll end up in Chambéry-Van.
Yeah, our team is just going straight to France after this.
Where are you going to train?
I don't even know if we're going to train anywhere at this point.
Bit skiing, maybe?
Yeah, I think most of us are wanting to go skiing or, go up the mountains and do some ice climbing, so it'll be really cool.
All right, well, the next athlete gets his jacket off. He's ready to go. Lim is ready with the coolest helmet in the business.
I was about to say.
Do you think he colours that in? Because I haven't seen a black diamond helmet like that.
So most of our athletes have that black diamond helmet, and I've never seen anything like it. I think he's maybe done some, it kind of looks like the 3D printing that people do.
All right, so other people are actually weirdly commenting as I said that on the helmet. It is cool.
Yeah,
I might
it's a very cool helmet.
Right, so off the ice very quickly for the men, and the men's is long, goes all the way to the top of the wall.
Yeah. I mean, in semi-finals they did not get to go all the way to the top, so it'll be really, really cool. I hope someone tops out this route.
Me too. I mean, I think it will be easier down low. So it'll be an endurance route. So I'm not expecting anyone to fall.
I think this is maybe a Steen, and he's trying.
Yeah, good spot. CW has just come across this live stream looking for something else. Well, CW, welcome to the live stream. Stay with us. It's really good. So this is one of the... this isn't a smart stone, this one.
No, this is... Again, I'm thinking it's a Swiss hold. They have a lot of different holds. I mean, some of the holds that I've seen in qualifiers and semis I'd never seen before, ever. So it's really cool to see all these holds and getting to train on them.
So, Lim, as he did in the semi-finals, actually, he made some of the reachy moves look like quite hard work.
I don't know if it was him or one of the other athletes.
Maybe
but one of the athletes, there was an undercut and a front-on hold. And instead of going for the undercut and making life so easy for himself, he went and just fully locked it off and went straight up. I mean, me and my teammate Caitlin were gobsmacked that he did that.
Yeah, I think you're talking about the lower crux there.
Yeah, this one I was thinking that maybe it was a handhold, the big rod, but apparently not. Apparently it's got a little hole in it, so...
The one underneath, yeah, it has got a hole. I thought so too. I didn't know if they were going to grab it, because I have seen that in the past.
Yeah, I think last year, and that looked like it was... I thought it was back clipped for a second, but I don't think it was.
Yeah, it was a bit weird, wasn't it? I think it was just the way it sat in the drawer for a moment. Right,
I've had some, like, kind of shockers when I've seen someone that I thought was back clipped, and I'm like, oh, never mind. No, they're not.
All right, well, 5 minutes 30 on the clock, and he has having to pick up the pace because he was a bit slow down low.
Some of the athletes here, especially like Louna Ladevant and Tristan Ladevant, it looks like they're moving quite slow, but they're so like swift and kind of precise with how they move that they just look effortless on the wall.
Yeah, they just eat the route up. Quick draws in. That's how small the hold is. Wonderful shot, guys. Thank you. We love to see those close-ups because it's hard to appreciate the smallness of what they're hooking.
Exactly.
And how slippy it is. Metal often, remember.
These stones are so sketchy. Some of them could be flat, some of them could have little dents in them. The athletes in finals don't know that though, because although they have binoculars, you can't see on top of the holds because they're not allowed to go down to car park at all.
Especially on the new extension.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I can't imagine that any of the athletes even know what's going on up there.
Yeah, it's kind of blind, isn't it?
Because they only have maybe like 6 minutes to read the route, and even then, that's not enough time to draw the bottom of the route and the top of the route.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think he likes that hold.
No, it's hard to know, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, we saw this in semi-finals as well. There was a hold that no one really knew which part of it to hook. Well, he's having to reset things here a little bit.
I don't think he likes the hold. I think he knows where he's supposed to take it, but he's just not liking it very much. There he goes, tiny.
I wouldn't like that either.
But his picks are so sharp.
Yeah, gross hole, but he's committed to it and moved through it.
Insane. I just love watching people climb. It brings me so much joy watching everyone climb. And adrenaline. I mean, I feel like I'm having anxiety for them now.
I know, it's commentary box as well. You really get into it. It's full on. All right, well, he's approaching the first of the jumps, and he's a little bit slow at the moment. Remember, he's got a long way. People are asking how tall the route is, about 30 metres plus.
Yeah. This looks like a massive move.
Yeah, and a round of volume to make it even more awkward.
And it might make it even more difficult, because I don't know if this has actually happened before, but I would be afraid of going for the hold, your axe slipping down and maybe catching a bolt hole, because that there could just be a DQ immediately. Yeah. So you never know. Right,
he's going to get set for the jump here. So there is a pipe. You can just see it up and right.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as slidey as the women's, but you are going to slide on it.
It looks a bit sketchy, the duct tape and everything. Definitely try to secure that.
I know. Yes. Agreed.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
And they have this red tape above it where you cannot touch that at all. But down below where that grey duct tape is, doesn't have any red tape
up
on it.
Up it goes! Yes!
Yeah.
And he loves that, doesn't it? It's got to be in your head throughout that whole run. You know, I'm going to have to jump and slide down a pole.
But to be fair, the only thing they're really doing is holding on to that axe. If they can hold on to that axe, they're not going to ping.
True.
And they're not going to, as long as they can hold on, they will be fine. So it's really cool. But I think the crowd loves these type of moves.
Loses his feet. Time is ticking away as well.
Yeah.
Just to answer some questions about why the athletes aren't on ice. It's very simple. Although it's called ice climbing, the sport has developed into more dry tooling, mainly because you can't keep the ice the same. So the ice deteriorates, therefore getting bigger holds. And also, ice is just too easy for these athletes. They are the best in the world. They need the tiny holds that we see here to make it fair for everyone.
I mean, you've seen the speed they go up on ice, so imagine that was the actual competition. It would
be boring, wouldn't it, frankly? Yeah.
Everyone would just be first.
All right, well, he chills for a moment. That quick draw has been unclipped by a setter to avoid drag. Don't worry, someone's not trying to murder him on the route.
Also, imagine a drag from up that big head wall. That would be insane.
Yeah, it would be, and it traverses all the way across.
Yeah, unclipping quite a few draws there.
Now, this is a stone slide pull to come, which can't feel wonderful.
No, some of the steins here. Oh, did you see those sparks? That was crazy.
There's stone up there, you know?
Yeah.
Wow, sparks literally flying.
The crowd will go wild for that. Yeah, some of these stein pulls, you definitely have to be very precise with where you're putting your pick. I would maybe preferably go long-handed.
How is it still on? That's outrageous. He caught himself on the stein.
Yeah. I would probably go long-handed to that one because it would keep the stein pinned. But he went long and no short, and it kind of came up against the wall. So It's not very...
Wow. Somehow he's still on. Remember, this is only our first athlete for the men as well. Okay, well...
He's looking a bit pumped, maybe a bit in shock that...
Yeah, I think that's some of the setters maybe enjoying what they've done to these athletes.
I mean, up until now, the setting has been quite calm, so it's good that they've given the athletes something to really power through.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like they lulled them into a full sense of security for 2 days, and now it's like, oh, by the way, here you go.
That is exactly what's happened.
Yeah, and it's so steep through here as well. Time is ticking, though. He's got such a long way to go.
I know, like, seeing that, like, he's only gone barely even halfway up this wall.
Yeah. So he's slightly got the timing wrong. I don't really care because it's been so entertaining.
Doing a fig four scalps, that tiny little stone, but he doesn't seem too fazed by the stone. Maybe it's better than I'm thinking.
Maybe. I think he's just realising he's having to go fast and sort of all caution is gone 100%. At this moment. Big moves to come after this as well, off this box all the way up. Basically upside down here as well.
Yeah.
3 seconds.
The
he's going to get...
as well.
Jumps for the point.
That was amazing though. Got both jumps and some of the sketchy moves, so he'll be happy with that.
He is, looks exhausted as he should be. What a performance from him. And everyone on YouTube is loving this. And there's a question basically made for you, Tabby, from someone going, is there anywhere in the UK that does dry tooling outside of Scotland? Well, you know, frankly, you should go to Scotland, right? But there's a few, but it's mainly Scotland. Yeah,
mainly Scotland. I don't think that outdoor dry tooling is as popular as it is maybe in the UK. I think there's maybe a few places you could go, but I'm not too educated on outdoor dry tooling at the minute.
In the Lake District, there's a couple of caves there.
The Works, so I went there last year on my birthday actually. It was great. So yeah, they have quite a few hard climbs there and climbs for beginners, so I definitely recommend going there, and they have amazing ice cream. Yeah. So I would definitely recommend it.
Well look, Tabby, we're going to kick you out very briefly, literally for 5 minutes, then we're going to bring you back, because we've got Gabby coming in from Team USA, who's just going to say hello on the live stream. While our next athlete gets ready. So Tabby, you don't go anywhere, you chill there. And we're going to bring on Gabby. So Gabby, just say hello. Tell us who you are.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle, and I come from the US, and this is my 3rd season on the ice circuit, but my 14th consecutive one as a competition climber.
Wow, so you've done this many, many times.
Yeah.
What do you think of the routes? Have you had a chance to look at some of them?
I have, yeah. The finals routes in general look amazing. That pipe, the silver pipe move, looks so cool.
It's wild.
I wish I could climb in the finals alone just to get that try, because it looks like so much fun.
And now Selena Bosshard is climbing.
Yeah.
For her, what do you think the atmosphere is going to be like? This is a home crowd.
Oh, yeah, exactly. The team loves her. I think she's going to have a really supportive crowd behind her, which is kind of amazing. I think that's the best part of being here.
And tell me a little bit briefly about Team USA, because you've got Kat coming up later on.
Yeah. Oh, she's wonderful. She's not only just an absolute crusher of a climber, she's just also very kind and a very supportive person. I remember my very first ever beginner's night with dry tooling. I had no idea who she was at all. I was like, I have no idea who anybody is here. And she's just a very kind human being, and kind of gave us just, this is how it works, this is the rundown of the sport. And then it was just like, wow, this person's very supportive and so nice. Like, I definitely want to come back after this experience. Then someone's like, oh yeah, she's just an all-around like baller and just a total crusher. I'm like, oh geez. So that was kind of funny.
Absolutely. Well, Selena now doing pretty well through the bottom of this route. On some nasty holds though.
So strong. Holy cow.
She came out second in semi-finals.
Oh, super cool. Yeah. I remember my first time watching her climb, I think in the 2022-23 season. I was like, oh my gosh, look at her go. Like, she is so strong.
Yeah, she is. Her teammate will be climbing later on. Gets the second wrap in.
Sina and Franziska, they're so wonderful too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the Swiss are quite wonderful people.
They are. Well, look, Gabby, stay with us until after this pipe slide, because you can then tell us what you think about the pipe slide.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and people are loving the competition so far on YouTube. BB saying, glad to hear people enjoying the setting this year. BB, is it you Benjamin Bosshard on our YouTube channel? And we got a celebrity on the chat.
We do. So. Oh, I love that hold so much.
Do you? It's looking horrible.
I tried it in Finland 2 years ago, and I was like, man, this sucks. But then I trained on it a little more, and I'm like, I actually really like this hold. Super, super fun.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of a jug for these guys.
It's a little bit of an acquired taste.
Yes, that's a good way to describe it, I think.
Some of these holds are definitely like that. Where I've tried them and been like, man, these suck, and then I train on them a little extra, and I'm like, these don't suck so much, actually. They're kind of fun.
All right, we're going up towards the blue crosses here and the jump to come. So remember, if you missed it, the athletes have to clip from these blue crosses. Got to get there first, though, and there's a big volume she's going to stand on in a sec on the right. All right, here we go. Out towards the first of these crosses.
Super good.
Yeah, the setters won't want them to fall at this point, so it'll be quite straightforward, you'd think.
Oh, gosh, no.
But Selena knows what's about
She
to happen.
knows what she's doing. She's so stable.
So big stretch over to this final clip. There's the pole.
It's a giant clip. Oh, my God.
All right, so now time to shake out and compose herself for this slide move.
Yeah, her head is so strong.
Yeah, it's going to have to be, because this is something she will not have done necessarily before. Gets set for the jump.
Oh, boy.
Here we go, everyone.
Geez, here we go.
Deep breaths, up she comes,
Yes,
slides down and holds it. Awesome
Perfect.
stuff. And she's through.
Exactly.
Right. Well, Gabby, I know you've got buses and stuff to catch.
I do.
Lovely to say hello to you.
Too.
Best of luck for the rest of the
much
season. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
See you later, Gabby. Well, there we go. All right, so we continue with the action as Tabby comes to join me in the box. You just watched that in real life, right? What was it like?
She did that really well. I think she's been climbing really well up until this point. She's been going fast, and I mean, the Swiss are just powerhouses. Like, seeing them climb on the wall is like watching, I can't even explain it. I don't know the words for it, but they're amazing. She did that really well. She kept her composure low and kicked in as soon as her act was at the end. Kick. And then up again. So
yeah, she almost stopped the slide at the beginning, and I think you have to kind of almost instigate that slide.
Move it along, yeah.
All right, well, physical moves to come, though, and remember those Stein pulls later on.
I'm going to take a guess and say that her picks might fit it a bit better, and also she'll be used to all of these stone holds. She'll know what they are, she'll know what they look like.
Yeah, it's a very good point. These athletes do train on this wall. It's up mostly. Mostly doesn't make any sense. It's up most of the year, is
which,
what
I
I'm
mean,
trying to say.
could give them an advantage, but also they're training just as hard as everyone else, and they're all amazing climbers. So.
Exactly, it happens. We go all over the world. There's some places that favour some athletes.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I mean, we would have nowhere to do the competitions if there weren't athletes at these venues. So
yeah, exactly. All right, well, she squats down low, then stands up really high into this reverse grip hook.
She is very good at doing these reachy moves. She knows exactly. I've never seen her go for a move where she doesn't know how much distance she has to cover. She always has her feet in the right place. She always has that kind of amazing movement with her. So it's really nice to watch.
Yeah, one of the taller athletes as well, so kind of using that strength. Now, this is where Eimir started to fall, literally, down the route. So
and
let's
also,
see.
she's not getting that clip, so I think she's pretty confident that she'll stick it.
Oh, yeah, good spot.
Yeah, and look at her picks. Like, I really think that maybe Eimir's axes were maybe a bit too aggressive for this hold. Although she stuck it, it looks like Selena's axes have made it 100% more.
Ooh, lose the feet, though. Yeah, that can happen, when you just don't quite think about the placement of that, of the crampon.
There she goes up to that kind of triangle-looking stone hold.
Yeah, then that red hold is the sign to come, making the clip first. She's got quite a lot of time as well.
Yeah.
And nearing Eimir's high point of 28.
Let's hope that she does well on this big kind of swingy move, I would say. She'll definitely have to maybe switch into Fig 4s and Fig 9s at this point, I think, because it would be hard to keep, almost impossible to keep your feet on in this bit.
There aren't many Fig 4s or Fig 9s for the women's route that we've seen at the moment. None.
They had quite a lot in semi-finals, but I guess they're maybe giving them a wee bit of a break.
Well, there it is, straight away.
There she goes. Also, the Swiss, amazing at figure 4s, just like the Korean team. They're just amazing at them.
Well, she disappears behind the wall. We see her again now. She's completely upside down, remember, hanging. And she's eyeing up that clip in the next hold, which is just a bit blind for her.
Getting a zoom in on the concentration face.
I love it. My face would be far less composed than that.
I got a photo from qualifiers and it's not very pretty. She's wrapping that stone hold, which looks like it has absolutely nothing on it.
Yeah, you've got to keep the weight and the
she
pressure
still needs
down.
to clip this.
No, she slips. Oh, just dropped out of the camera angle. Looks disappointed. She is just in the top spot, though, on 29.
I think we're definitely going to see some more of this route as the athletes come on.
Yeah, well, she looks disappointed at herself. She's in the top spot. There's some big names to come, and the axe left in the wall.
I always think that about some of the athletes, that they don't look very happy when they come down from the walls, but to be fair, they must be pumped out their minds.
Yeah, well, I asked this about a sport climber as well, because she was always so angry when she came down. I was like, why is this? And she's like, I didn't top the route. You know, to her it was so obvious, and I think, you know, they're competitive.
Yeah. And it is good to have that competitiveness because it's kind of the drive that's making these athletes go to the top of these routes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, this was the move that got her. Let's watch. She had no points of contact there. Oh, she just tried to get her arm around her leg.
I think maybe she was trying to get her feet on to make that clip, or trying to swap her arm round in the figure four, which could have made it easier for her, but also she has just climbed a crazy route, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, she will leave the stage. Current leader, lots to come. Kim Min-chul will be out next for the men, second Korean athlete in a row.
Another amazing climber. He made semi-finals in Korea as well, so he did really well there. He's a great athlete to watch. I mean, I was watching him in semi-finals again because you could be so close to these athletes. It's crazy. So I was watching him there and he was climbing really strong. It's
so nice to hear you talk about the circuit because you're so fresh to it as well.
Yeah, only I think this is my second year doing it.
Yeah.
Second World Cup. And Korea was my first one, so it was really crazy. But being here, it's the competition everyone wants to be at. Like, it's basically dry tooling at its finest.
Yeah.
As all the finest athletes, the finest setters, and just the crazy crowd.
Yeah.
So,
and you're part of it now. Like, that's what's so cool.
It's great.
Yeah.
Not just watching it on the live stream anymore.
Yeah, exactly. You're in it. All right, well, there is Kim Min-chul getting himself ready. One lead podium so far, no speed podiums for him.
I'm loving these Korean jackets. They're like big dressing gowns.
I was so
them.
Jealous.
Yeah, I would so love one of these.
No. I keep hinting at it on the live stream just in case someone's listening from Korea who wants to give me one. I don't think they do.
Maybe.
Although there's a certain American athlete who did manage to get one.
Really?
Yeah, he just asked apparently and swapped a T-shirt for a jacket.
No way.
I know.
That's crazy. We've got these big, ugly orange puffers. So
I'm not sure you can say that. The sponsors are listening. They're wonderful.
No, they're
orange.
gorgeous. They're gorgeous. I love them. And you know what? See, if we ever get buried in snow, we will be found with these jackets.
That's true, they're very bright. Yeah. The white ones will be useless.
Yeah, and Nick, who's one of the semi-finalists, said that she just looked for the big orange jackets and found us, so it's definitely a sign that the GB is booked.
Exactly. All right, so coming on now, here is Kim. 2 axes on. This is the starting position they have to be in.
2 axes.
Okay, underway, straight into the
starts.
ice. And I love how deep that axe just sinks in, doesn't it?
I mean, nobody wants to ping low on this ice. This is probably... I love these songs. I think the athletes got to pick their walkout songs, which is very cool as well.
Oh, really? Is that true?
I saw a wee sheet when I was watching Speed, so it was really cool.
Amazing. I'm trying to think what I picked now. It would be some kind of Linkin Park. It would be, I think, especially being Saas.
I like Eye of the Tiger.
It's classic.
Yeah.
Classic. Bit of Rocky for you. All right, into this big undercling to start off with. And the men do need to move quickly here, remember. Lim only got to hole 24. Look how much distance on that graphic he has to go.
And you see, he's looking for that hole. I think as we see some of maybe the Swiss athletes, Benjamin Bosshard and maybe some of the French people will see that they don't hesitate when they come to these holds and they know exactly where to take them.
Yeah.
He takes that with his hand, which I think is smart, because for this move you don't need a lot of reach, you just need security in that bottom hold.
And to clarify, there is his teammate actually bottom right of the screen watching on, which is cool to see.
I mean, it's great. They're not just competitors now, that's his teammate on the wall, so he just, although maybe he didn't get where he wanted to, he gets off and he still just cheers on his teammate, which is great.
I think for a lot of the athletes, getting to the final is the stressful bit. Once you're there, it's like party time.
Yeah.
Time to show what you're good at.
Saas is known for its partying, so...
It is, allegedly. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Very good boy.
I've only seen videos, so...
Yeah, you've been banned, haven't you?
I have been banned by my coach, so I will not be going to the party.
I love that. Okay, he's climbing really smoothly at the moment, and quickly, which is good to see. Oh, but this is nasty. Has to be really precise. Very tip of the pick in that one. But he's nearing the jump sequence. That's got to be in his head somewhere. So careful, pulls through a big chunk of rope to make this high clip. And then the route will start to drift left now.
Yeah, moving on to these. That kind of looks like a duck.
What, that one?
Yeah, it's got like a little kind of beak-looking thing.
I mean, yep.
A bit of a messed up duck.
Kind of. I'm now trying desperately to see the... I see with the
like
eyes.
a bit of a rubber duck. Yeah.
I do now see the duck.
Yeah.
Oh, God, you've ruined this hole for me forever.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's moved past the duck hold, and it will now be called forever. Up towards the jump on the pipe.
Yeah, they all kind of look like birds to me. I'm not going to lie with the screws. I can't unsee it.
I'm seeing Angry Birds now. It's terrible.
That's fair.
Okay, here is the jump towards that pipe thing. So off the blues, you've got to clip from that position.
Yeah. I thought maybe this would throw some of the athletes off, but it does get said to them in isolation or in the route preview that they have to clip here.
Yeah.
And if you don't clip here, well, death, I think. Like,
that's your punishment.
Yeah.
I like it.
Because there's no way of getting back after that
No,
pole.
exactly.
You're kind of stuck there.
Yeah, it'd be a horrible fall. I don't think anyone would want to jump without that thing in anyway.
Not at all.
All right, so here we go. Second of the jumps we'll see for the men. Gets himself set, lands it, slides in.
There he goes.
Oh, it was a bit more wild, but he managed to make it work.
A bit of a swing. I didn't realise the women actually may have to dyno a bit for their hold. I mean, I'm forgetting that some of the women are a bit shorter, so maybe they'll have to have quite a big leap for it. But
it looked quite static, didn't it?
Yeah. I think maybe some of the taller athletes could possibly kind of just static it. But
no, I'm with you. All right, well, Kim is climbing really well here, much faster than his teammate, I think, to this point.
Definitely.
But we've got the sparking hold to come.
Oh, yeah. I think he should go long into this. I really think it would be a smart decision, yeah.
Yeah, good spot straight away.
100%.
So how did you know that?
Because for these type of stone holds, especially in Saas Bay, with all these super sketchy stone holds, you want the most kind of pull on those holds. So going long handle one, it would keep the head of the axe stained against the wall, and also your axe would not slip out at all if you went long to that, which I think makes it a lot more stable for the athletes. Obviously in some situations it's better to go short, but I think in that situation when you're going from a jug to a jug, it would make it a lot better.
Such a technical sport, isn't it? And when you talk about it in that level, you understand it. Okay.
I mean, these people coming to watch, they'll know what it's like, but they'll have no idea how much like endurance, strength, core, like everything goes into this moment, and it's insane how much the athletes train for this moment.
Yes, it is, and it's coming into the business time here with less than 3 minutes on the clock now, approaching the high point of 24.
He is moving really, really fast, so throwing quite a few fig fours, which I think might be smart, might help him keep his feet in a bit more.
Yeah, well, approaching the first end of the first structure, arch to come, and then extension head wall after that, if he can get there in the time. Oh, cuts loose, kicks those feet back in. It's controlled at the moment from him.
Yeah.
Jan Havel is asking if you're Scottish as well. Yes, Tabby is definitely Scottish.
He's touching the top of that volume, which I didn't know if that was the volume.
What, how do you mean the white block?
Yeah. Would he be allowed to use that?
Presumably you can on an ice block, right? So why not on a...
That's a tricky one. I don't know if he was maybe...
He's not on the top of the structure, I don't think. There is a hold under there.
Maybe.
Like where his left pick is now, he's on a hold, not the structure.
No, but it kind of like, I don't know. It'll be maybe...
It's hard to see from this angle, isn't it? But there is a hold in there somewhere. All reversed into this tiny hold.
Hearing the crowd cheer is wild. There.
And then he gets stood up on this box. Okay, a roof looms above you at this point. It's so easy to get disorientated and lost as well.
Yeah. Comes into this. I think this might be a... No.
Right, into the ceiling with these feet now.
That hold is Steinem, which is good. It looks like maybe a little resin hold with 2 points of holds.
He's getting big encouragement. About a minute left for him.
I would say that he's very close to top, but he's actually not. He's got another like 10 metres to climb.
Yeah, normally you would be.
Yeah. Like here would probably be his top, but...
Yeah, the organisers went a bit rogue on this one.
Which, I mean, fair enough. Having a venue like this, you want it to be as crazy as possible for the athletes.
Right, he's just hanging off such a small contact point here. He's got to go a long way. I think he's a bit pumped with that left hand as well. Up he goes. Oh, it's a horrible hold he's going to as well.
Only maybe 30 seconds left.
trying to get something back in his arms, but this is a massive move.
Yeah, you can see the roots there behind him. Very happy to see him get to that point.
Yeah, one of our future last was one here in the past.
Yeah, it was crazy. I think a lot of people were excited to see that he was setting. So
yeah, he loves it all. He's backflipped off the top of this structure more than once. Oh, but he goes.
I don't think he was on that hold very well, but that was really good from him.
Well, we'll see a replay of that in a second because you blink and you miss it, but he's done.
Yeah, you can see our orange jackets in the background.
Oh yeah.
You know what? They look very toasty. They are very warm.
They're lovely. Love them.
The boys got blue ones this season, so...
Well, you can spot them, in fact. The whole British team dotted throughout the arena. Okay,
I do love them secretly.
Yeah, of course. Now, this is the top of the wall here, so coming off the metal, leaning backwards. It's not a lot. It's quite deep, I guess, for the pick, but it's a bit of a scary one.
And also the athletes would have been sharpening their picks for this moment, knowing that they're going to have these sketchy-looking holds, so... Here he goes.
Yeah, this is the move, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay,
He looks very happy with that. He's got a piece of, I think it's like
physio tape.
Yeah.
So it's supporting that neck. Big smile on his face anyway. I think when you fall like that, obviously if you fall too low, it's disappointing. When you fall that high, you're kind of like, look, it is what it is.
It is what it is. And he could only do better.
Vicky is saying she cannot imagine the pump. Yes, agreed. I can't either. Well, I've tried it, and the pump is insane.
Yeah, especially for these athletes going to the top of this route. I mean, Lorena Beck, she almost topped in semi-finals.
Yeah, she came very close. Yeah,
so she would have been very happy already with her performance. So
yeah, everything's a bonus from now on, isn't it?
It's great. And I mean, the athletes, these routes look so fun.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I was saying, semi-finals, the routes look so just airy and fun, and it was something for the athletes to have fun on and not be like super serious about.
I know there's a bit of a training sesh going down tomorrow here on the wall. So
all of the athletes trying the moves today.
Exactly. I think it's going to be a bit of a cue for that one.
Yeah. This hold, I think Eimir wrapped this one.
Did what, sorry?
Wrapped it, so took it, like she's taking this second hold now. I can't remember. Wrapped.
Oh, wrapped. I'm sorry, I said dapped. I was like, I've never heard of a dap. What's that?
No dry tone term.
Right, yeah, I was like, wow, I'm learning something.
Yeah. She takes this one wrapped, which could be smart, but also on this angle.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
No, yeah, there she goes. That's a lot better, I think.
But she's not enjoying it. She's very low as well. It's super blind for her.
I think some of the athletes will definitely know some of the smart stone holds, especially. I mean, they've got so many different angles, but this one definitely looks like a flat edge as she goes to feel it with her hand and knowing where it is. And then she comes to this small little dot. It almost looks like nothing.
Yeah, it's tiny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lay backing on it as well. Okay, traverse time with no feet apart from the plywood itself. Low feet as she moves
wraps
across.
On this little screw, I think.
Yeah, screw holds are allowed in the new rules this year.
Yeah.
There was a few moments actually in Saas where people were blind hooking a screw hold and going through it, and technically that wasn't allowed.
Yeah.
So it did get changed. Yeah, she's doing well. I think she looked a little bit unsettled at the beginning, but that's better
I think
now.
she'll be knowing that she needs to speed up here, and I mean, it's kind of upsetting because I don't think she's got very many of her teammates cheering her on, because Andreas Gantner and Florian Gantner are both in finals.
Yeah.
So it'll be really great to watch them, and I'm sure she'll be cheering them on.
Yeah, they're in isolation zone, I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, there's Eimir and Rob down at the bottom. And if you missed the chat I had with Rob, do go back and watch that in the semi-finals, about halfway through. He was talking about trying to get ice climbing into the Olympics, which is hopefully going to start happening this weekend.
I really hope so. It would be amazing.
It would be, wouldn't it?
I mean, how could you look at these athletes and not think to have them in Olympic sport? It's crazy.
Totally agree. I mean, like, have you seen some winter sports? Boring. Curling. That's a sport. Come on. We want to see jumping with deadly weapons. Okay, here we go for one of the jumps with deadly weapons. Gets herself set. Off she goes. Here's the slide. No, that's really controlled.
She gives herself a bit of a static move, especially. I think she's one of the taller athletes as well.
Yeah.
Which was very controlled from her. She does kind of shift and act along. There she goes.
Yeah, right. Wiggles it down as she's in position.
That was definitely one of the more controlled moves we've seen so far.
Yes, I'm sure it was better for her, but I kind of missed the drama. I like the slide.
Just the little flail as they go for it.
Yeah. Okay, hard moves to come, though, as we know. She's on 17, a long way to go to get towards Selena's high point of 30.
I mean, I think she's definitely moving a bit faster than she was, but I think she really needs to speed up if she wants to get to that high point.
Yeah, I think so too. She was a bit slow down low.
Yeah, not like in some of the holds down low, I don't think. I mean, no one wants to ping low, so
No.
it was maybe good to give her a wee bit of time to search for those holds.
I agree. Right, well, hip pressed into this right pinnacle here as she starts this climb up the corner, really 3D.
Yeah, I don't think most of the people can see behind this hold, but it looks like maybe a little side pull.
Yeah.
So,
okay, around the corner towards the next blue hold.
and you can see some of the holds have little signs on them saying where to put them, just so the athletes, maybe some down lower, is so they don't ping and hurt themselves down low.
Oh, okay.
Which also, the belayers that have been working day and night, belaying all these athletes is crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go anywhere near the bottom of this wall.
No, I mean, they had qualifiers going on during speeds.
Yeah.
And the amount of people that got hit by ice, it was crazy. The ice by the end was butchered.
Yeah, it was, yeah. It was made for a very exciting ice final if you didn't go watch. It's all free to watch, by the way, on YouTube, so do go and check it out.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the move that's got me nervous after Eimir's flailing around on it.
She looks like she's got similar axes to Selena, so I'm maybe hoping that she can take this hold with no problem. But I mean, Eimir did an amazing job keeping her composure and sticking that hold. But Eimir's axes are
Big fig four.
I thought she...
Okay, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it worked for her.
Yeah.
I mean, locking off on that angle is very hard and it could get her more pumped, so maybe fig four was a good idea, especially if she knows that she can stein that. So I thought she was going to skip and go right up.
Oh, that would have been huge, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's getting steeper and steeper from here on. 2 minutes on the clock. And this is a nasty sequence of holds to come here. Bad feet as well.
I think fig four and a lot, but I think it might be smart. It will definitely help her keep her feet on.
Yeah, you've got to really weight the axes in the stein. If you unweight it, that's when you're going to fall, so she's got to be careful here.
This stein seems a lot more reliable than the one down low for the men, so...
Oh, she looked to kick into the box, then changed her mind.
Yeah, she goes.
Tell you what, we're saying maybe she went too slow. She's picked up some pace here.
Definitely. Nearing the high point, so if she keeps it together, she can definitely get a new high point for the women.
But Selena fell around this hole.
Yeah, wrapping it is definitely the way to go. She just needs to get this clip in and go to the next hold and she's done.
Yeah.
That's her high point. There she goes.
Yeah, so moves into the top spot.
This angle is definitely not very flattering for the athletes.
Yeah, fiddling around for the rope as well, trying to find it.
They must be so pumped after this.
Well, it's in, and that was a bit of a nightmare clip, but she's got it done.
The clips now don't give any of the athletes points, so right now it's just holds that she needs. Still got like a minute left, so she'll be...
Yeah, she's going to have to put some distance between... Oh, that was close. Her and the others. We've got some big names coming for the women.
Yeah, another smart stone coming up.
And there's a little indent, yeah, which she gets.
Oh, her foot hooked around the wall there for a second.
Yeah, we saw some DQs in Korea for that one, so you've got to be careful.
Especially here when there's a bunch of different angles, because it's in a car park and it's not very much like a...
Yeah, 16 seconds. This might be close to a top here. She's very close to it.
She goes, come on. Yeah, that's the top hold, I think.
Okay, 6 seconds. Can she do it in time? Lots of rope drag. Come on, no, he's not going to get it in time.
Oh, no.
Oh, so you've got to clip it and you've got to match. So she was a couple of seconds off the top. We'll have to wait and see for confirmation, but yeah.
Maybe. I don't know if that'll be a top for her.
I mean, look, just a reminder to everyone, our clock can sometimes be a bit wrong, so it's not entirely accurate.
When I was watching semi-finals, it looked like it was maybe a second ahead.
Exactly, yeah. So we don't know yet. I mean, we'll wait and see.
Hope that is a top for her, because that would be absolutely amazing.
What a performance fighting through there. Okay, and down she comes. Now, look, I'm just going to answer some questions. I'm getting a lot about where's the ice, why aren't there ice blocks instead of wooden blocks? Okay, the basic answer is that ice climbing at this level is just too easy for the athletes. You can't create artificial ice or any kind of ice that's steep enough or hard enough to challenge them. That's point one. Point two is that ice deteriorates over time, so it wouldn't be fair on the athletes, especially in a semi-final when you've got that many coming through. Some venues do use ice blocks up there. They do have their disadvantages, though, they are very wet, they're very cold, they can melt or they can be too brittle depending on the conditions. But it's kind of up to the venue how they play that one. And we do have sections of ice in this wall here in Saas Fei. So hopefully that's answered the where's the ice questions, which I get a lot
in Korea they had a lot of hanging ice blocks, and I feel like it's nice for the athletes to have this kind of diversity in their climbing where it's not just ice.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, all they do, like, the sport is called ice climbing, so I think having this little bit of all these holds, this is going to be the future of dry tooling. So, although ice is important, it's not as important as these athletes training hard.
Exactly,
and they're ramping up the Olympics. I know 2030 is kind of
fingers crossed,
the maybe date for it, but like that's not very far away if you think about it.
All right, so for the men, Florian Gantner speeds his way through the first ice section here.
Lorena's teammate, so she'll be just coming down to watch her teammate.
True.
He is an amazing climber.
He knows he's got to go quick here. It's 100%. A long route. And it will be easier down low. You know, it's easy to talk yourself out of something, but you just got to go.
Yeah,
here.
I think right now he's just being like all or nothing. Like, giving it his all.
Oliver on the YouTube chat says, great camera work. Yes, agreed, Ollie. Fantastic camera work from the Tech Native team here who are doing all of the live stream for us. So thank you, guys. All right, well, he can't climb too quickly. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to overcook it.
No.
Gotta be careful.
And especially some of the athletes, I think I said this before, but when they go fast, some of the athletes don't keep their composure very well. So although it's important for the athletes to go fast, if you're faffing, like being silly...
you can use faff. Don't worry, I love the word faff. My favourite word.
Being silly with the way you're kicking, you're not going to do any better than you would if you're going at a normal speed pace, which I think some of the athletes definitely train to go faster.
Yeah.
But if you're not going to do it properly, there's no reason to do it at all.
Also, cardio-wise, you know, the faster you go, the harder it is to breathe.
Yeah,
and
I
saw
some of the people coming down from speed out of breath. I cannot imagine. So he's going...
He hasn't got that clip in yet.
I think he's maybe going to clip here. That might be a smart decision, Yeah,
you can do that, grab the quick draw like that. You can't weight it, you can use it to clip.
Yeah.
Gets the double in.
So hard to clip with these gloves sometimes, especially if you're pumped. Like, sometimes your hands just go numb and you're just like fiddling with the quick draw. So
I was with an athlete in Korea and they were very excited to visit a golf shop because that's where they bought all the gloves.
Yeah, definitely. The Koreans have amazing gloves. And I mean, I've got quite small hands, and so it's really hard to find gloves that fit me, but we went to Korea.
Yeah, Korean golf stores, that's where it's at.
It's amazing.
So there we go, just a tip for you dry toolers out there. Go to Korea, go to a golf store. Okay, well, he's making that hold. We saw the first athlete, who was it? Lim really struggled with that one.
Yeah, I just don't think he liked it very much. I think he was trying to find a better place to take it, but he just couldn't find it, which is disappointing, but sometimes it comes to this where it's just the holds are not going to be good at all.
Okay, big stretch onto a small hold.
He makes this move look so easy, which some of the other athletes struggled with. I think he is quite a tall male athlete, so...
Here we go, pipe time once again.
He needs to get the clip and then off he goes.
Yeah, 5 minutes on the clock, he's got loads of time. I just hope he's left himself enough in the tank for the hard moves to come here.
This is what happens. Sometimes the athletes are going fast, steady, and then they get to these type of moves and they just...
Big double jump with two axes. Oh,
that was different.
That was full commitment with
it
that
might
one.
have given him a bit more, you know, more points of contact to it, which kind of was smart in case one of his hands let go. He's like...
Has anyone played the computer game Call of Duty? Like the old one? Because there's this move at the beginning where this guy jumps with two ice axes and I cannot stop thinking about it.
I think I've heard of that before. One of our athletes said that that's the reason he wanted to do ice climbing.
Yeah, I did too, man.
Yeah.
So there we go, Call of Duty move. Okay, right, into the undercling. Got to be precise.
Yeah,
it's kind of blind.
Was swinging for that one, which maybe isn't the best way to do it, but he stuck it in the end.
You're getting lots of love on the chat. Not sure who the Scottish announcer is, but she's 10 out of 10 and should help announce every competition. There we go. I have to start paying you soon. I mean, we can't afford it.
No,
it's too expensive.
I'd do it for free.
Oh, don't say that. Always demand money. Okay, well, he's shaking out hard, looking at the clock. Just under 4 minutes left.
There he goes. They're amazing at Fig Fours. He goes into that long as well. I think going short into that was just...
Oh, no! He missed the right kick completely.
Oh, that's so gutting.
We talked about rushing, and I think that was an example of it.
That was just a little bit rushed from him, but it was amazing climbing up, and that's so disappointing.
I know, he knows it as well, doesn't he?
Oh, no, he looks happy, though. Like, it's amazing. He's come this far.
He just missed the right kick, and once it exploded off, you can't save himself. Well, actually, we did see someone save himself on the Stein.
Yeah.
But he couldn't.
With sparks flying,
Yeah.
so...
Ooh, dramatic
No,
stuff.
he climbed a helmet half off his head. Oh, he looks very happy. No, that's amazing.
Well,
and
he's-
now he'll get to watch his brother, which is the next male athlete.
True,
So,
yeah, the Gantner team. It's the
Yeah.
Becks and the Gantners, aren't they?
yeah. He looks very happy.
Yeah, big drink of water needed there. I think he'll take a very deep breath before taking off his knot and harness.
Oh, that was so... Oh, no.
Let's have another look at this. This was a wild
That
double
was
jump.
crazy.
The bar flexed then as he slid down it.
I mean, in fact, he got to do that move. I think he'll be very happy. So it looks like he... Oh, so his foot bounced out the wall, which can happen with the angle that you kick at.
Well, straight away we move on to Woonseon Shin. Now, she had a nightmare of a finals in Korea. Looking absolutely in control and then got us a stop and move she
Yeah.
couldn't do, and that was it.
I think it was maybe her height that played a part in that. It was a big fig four. She tried it with her feet out, she tried it with her feet in, and she just couldn't stick it, which, that's the game. Like, sometimes it happens, but I'm sure she'll be giving it. I mean, I saw her climb in semi-finals, and she
Looked good, didn't she? Yeah.
She looked so strong, so...
I'd say she'd be out for blood on this wall, in all honesty. Like, she will want
100%.
revenge.
She wants that podium.
Yeah. But she's got some big competitors. We've got Sina Goetz, Cat Shirley, and Franziska coming up after that. So, yeah.
100%. I'm really keen to see how everyone's going to do here, so...
And I do wonder, this, you know, like in Sport Climb, we've got this old school, new school debate about, you know, because she is, you know, an athlete who's been around on the circuit for a while. She
Yeah.
won't necessarily be used to jumping onto pipes.
No, but I think it will be such a nice change for the athletes that have been doing this for like 10 plus years. You know, they don't just want to be doing this straightforward, up you go move. Like,
Yep.
they want to do these things, I think. And maybe some people don't like them, but from the conversations I've had with people, I think they're amazing for the sport and amazing to watch.
Good to know.
Like,
All
people
right.
are wanting to get this to the Olympics, and the people watching
Yeah.
are also playing a part in this.
Yeah, we want people to see
Yeah.
this sport, don't we? And it does go occasionally viral on social media when we get moves like that. And let's be
Yeah.
honest, we need a bit of that. Like, I want eyes on
Exactly.
this. Okay, well, whatever. Oh, Shin slips. Oh, again.
Oh, God.
Okay. She'll reset. We'll reset. What again?
Oh, my God.
Shin, come
oh, no.
on.
She's maybe a bit nervous. I mean, she wants this podium. This is something that she needs to, like, really
Yeah.
power through to get. She's climbing a little bit slow.
Wow, a double
Maybe,
slips.
let's hope she maybe speeds up a little bit after this big move.
Okay, well, she'll try to calm the heart rate down here a little.
She is one of the shorter athletes as well, so I think she'll maybe have to jump a little bit for this. I mean, she's even reaching for that clip quite far, so...
All right, well, gets the hands the right way around this rope, gets set for the jump. No hesitation, straight into
yeah,
it.
there she goes. Bit of a hit into that
Yeah,
wall.
hip checking the wall.
Yeah.
I like that. So safely through for Shin. Now, I would imagine the top half of this route is what she'll like to climb. You know, hard moves, endurance style.
Quite a lot of figure fours.
Yeah, exactly.
So she'll definitely... Now, the thing that I'm wondering if her pips are going to fit this Steen coming up.
Good
Because
point.
Eimir McSwiggan
Yeah.
had the Jet 2s, which are Korean axes, they're Korean made. So I'm really wondering if her axes, again, they look like the type of axes that Lorena Beck and Sina Goetz had. No, Selena Bosshard had.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
No, don't worry. You're completely right, because, and as we said earlier in semi-finals, there was a hold you couldn't get the pick into.
Yeah, so...
I'm nervous now. I think what have we
Yeah.
done? Okay, everyone. Well, fingers crossed. If you uncross them from the jump, recross them immediately, please. Up into this corner section of the route. Pretty awkward. You've got to sort of like scuff your way up it.
Yeah. A lot of photographers here just
They are,
going
aren't
up
they?
the spiral.
It's because it's the easiest place to
Yeah.
take photos on the circuit, honestly. No, which I'm not saying they're not talented, they are.
No,
However,
yeah,
it
it
helps.
gives you a bit of a, like, running endurance when you do, though. Like, my legs are sore from
Oh,
running
yeah.
up this structure all day.
Yeah, you know there's a lift.
Yeah, but it's so slow.
It is
I
slow,
mean,
I know, I do the same
it'll be
thing.
at the bottom, and I'm like, I
No.
need to go up. Come on.
I wait for about 30 seconds and I get forward and walk every
Yeah,
time.
100%.
No patience. All right, well, here we go. We're coming up to this hold you were talking about, this Stein. So will it fit? I'm nervous now.
I think her axes look like the same as Selena's and Lorena's, so I'm hoping... Again, she's not clapping here, so I think she's confident they're all...
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Look at
100. Another foot kind of bump in there.
I wonder if she's broke a crampon. I mean, it
I'm
can
not
happen.
sure. Her front points might be a bit gutted from semis and stuff.
No, I think it's okay. She's getting in there. Yeah, I saw it. It was last year someone broke a crampon. We were wondering what was going on. Yeah, no, maybe it was Schönbächler, actually. But somewhere on the tour last year, someone broke one. And it took a while because you can't see it on a live stream very easily.
Wow.
Yeah, it can happen.
The root setter, kicking at her there.
Yannick having a little beer. Okay, Shin is looking good. She has got time as well, 2:30 on the clock.
I think she could 100% top this route.
Yeah.
She needs to, again, she's one of these athletes where she looks like she's moving slow, but she's really not. She's just being very, very accurate with the way she moves.
So rotates through, gets the legs crossed through.
I'm trying to guess what these holds are, but I'm really not sure.
All right, onto this wrap.
2 tricky stones coming up here, so...
All right, so wrap in.
I think she's topping.
I think she is too.
Yeah,
and we think it's going to come down to time if multiple athletes top it as well, yeah. And I think she's climbed faster than Lee Beck as well.
100%.
Ooh.
If she can keep it together, then she can definitely top this route. She takes that front on, which Lorena Beck did not do. She wrapped it, so...
Yeah. There's some techie climbing here.
Oh, I really hope she tops it.
Up onto the stone.
That doesn't look like a very nice stone either.
She's got plenty of time, but it might come down to time here, so speed could be pretty essential at this point.
I mean, if she could top this route with a minute, that would be absolutely insane.
Yeah, because Lee Beck didn't top it. Sorry, what were you even talking about? She didn't top it, did she?
No.
Yeah, she was underneath it.
Very, very close, but not a top. We've got her in the bottom right of the screen.
Yeah, she's about to see her lead obliterated, I think. And there we go. Shin takes the top with plenty of time to spare. She comes down, sitting very pretty in that top spot. Great work from Shin with 4 athletes gone.
She'll be really happy with that. Very pumped, though.
Yes. Well, I don't know, maybe. I mean, she has the best endurance. So possibly not. All right. Well, she will come back down to the ground. Any questions going on? Oh, there are questions. So about crampons, do they bend the front points? I don't know if they bend. They do definitely break on occasion. So do picks as well. They occasionally
aren't very prone to bending.
No.
If you sharpen them wonky, then they'll look bent. But usually it's just snapping.
But exactly, I've seen them snap. I've seen shafts on axes snap as well.
It can happen on any type of holds. I mean, torques are a hold that I mostly seen in the Netherlands, which is where you jam your pick in a hold and twist, which, I mean, cannot be good for your picks.
No.
So
it's a very sort of outdoor dry tooling move, a torque.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of talking. Literally. I didn't even mean to say that, but it's so true.
That was a good one.
Well, that was Shin's top there. She came down. Fist in the air. Right, we're straight away underway. This is Andreas Gantner, so Gantner number 2.
His team will be watching him down low, so that'll be super exciting.
Yeah, it will be. And his brother climbed ridiculously fast, too fast, I think.
He climbed very controlled and fast, but I think maybe he got a little bit too excited and maybe was a bit reckless with where he was kicking.
Yeah.
So let's hope that he maybe gets a little bit further.
BB's back on the live stream chat. BB, are you the Benjamin Bosshard? Can you please let me know? This is driving me insane. You can't be, because you're climbing in minutes. It can't be the Benjamin Bosshard, can it? Unless he's cheating, so it can't be.
Maybe it's just a fan.
Maybe it's a fan, yeah. All right, onto the stones here, and he's moving quick as well. Clearly this is the game plan.
Yeah. It must be so great having your teammates and your brother in isolation with you.
Sorry, just look at that shot of Shin there down. It's lovely on the hot seat.
He's using crook axes, which I mentioned in Korea, as he got into semi-finals in Korea. I'm not too sure if he got into
I can't remember testing
finals.
it here.
I think he definitely got into semi-finals and he climbed great there as well. So,
okay, transition from ice back to the plywood here.
Big jugs on the ice, so they have to be on them. Nice clipping position. Having a bit of a fiddle with the rope.
Yeah, we've seen a few of this. It's just, I think it's because the extension on the 2 draws make it hard.
Sometimes when you go to venues like the Czech Republic, where they have that kind of a slab wall, I would say, the clips are a lot easier to get because they're flat against the wall, but these hanging clips will be so hard to get.
Well, that's a great shot of them because they are literally attached by a metal dog bone. So it's better than the dog bones you get when it's like, what's the material called? Like Dyneema.
Yeah.
Because they swing a lot more.
Yeah.
All right.
But these overhanging walls, there's so much more than just the hold to worry about. I mean, you've got the clips.
Hits the duck
rope.
with the left kick well. By the way, you weren't the only one to see the duck. There are a few people who saw it as well.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Or at least once you pointed out, they saw it.
Just the rubber duck.
It's not just you. You're not that weird.
Yeah, no.
A bit weird.
Yeah, a little bit weird,
Yeah.
but I just saw it. It just came into my mind, so I was just like,
No,
may
always
as well,
say it.
May as well say it.
You want to switch off the filter for commentary.
Yeah. He goes for the kind of more undercut of this hold, which is good because I think it gives him a lot more reach. And he goes up to this one, which looks like a very sketchy stone.
Yeah, he's more awkward than he's making it seem around the volume there, but he did it well.
He's going, not slow, but he's looking very controlled with the way he's moving. I think maybe his brother was going a wee bit fast, but maybe he's looking a lot more kind of...
I think his brother went too fast.
Yeah.
Just because it was a bit wild.
Yeah, although Florian did climb absolutely amazing.
Yeah, lots of power.
That's the kind of speed that you want to have all of the time, and you need to maintain it as you're going up the wall, because if you go that fast and then you get to the top and you're like moving very slow, it's kind of like running.
Yeah.
You don't want to run too fast at first.
I never do,
you could
Tabby.
ruin your run. Me neither.
Here we go, big jump. Oh, he missed it, the first one to fall on that. He went for the double jump.
I think maybe him and his brother were talking about that when they were reading it.
I think they read it together, didn't they? That was why I can't wait to see a replay of that. But he just exploded off it.
I think maybe he hit his axe against the pole instead of going over it.
Yeah.
So it made it a bit more difficult for him. But he looks happy anyway. So
exactly. All right. Well, Tabby, look, you've been an incredible commentator, right? Again, at the moment, I'm just to let everyone know we've got so many people, which is fantastic athletes coming through, that we're splitting everything up.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining me
no
once
worries.
again.
Thanks so much for having me.
It was amazing, and good luck. I'll see you in France in a couple of days.
Thank you so much. Yeah. See you in France.
See you later, Tabby. Right, as we swap around our co-commentators halfway through, we can take a little bit of a moment to assess what we've seen. Lots of jumps throughout this run, and this absolutely wild fall we just saw, the left axe pinging down towards his chest, and a big slide all the way down to the bottom of the wall there. What action we've seen as we reach the halfway point. We've seen multiple tops for the women's route, no one getting close for the men's, which is turning out to be more cruxy than we thought here. So interesting stuff. And we're about to be joined by another commentator here in the box. I'm just going to switch around. So Aneta Luchecka joins us in the commentary box. How are you doing, Annette?
I'm doing well. I'm so happy to be here again. And I'm so excited to see what is going to happen in the second half of the finals.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it? You were out there with the crowd. What's the atmosphere like?
The atmosphere is absolutely brilliant because everyone is cheering on for everyone. It doesn't matter from which country the athletes are. And, you know, the routes are spectacular. So, yeah, everyone is enjoying it, I think.
And we have Aneta is a bronze medalist from speed the other day, so we've got a legit medalist here. And look, Marianne is a lady you know very well, climb with a lot. Do you think this is going to be her kind of a route?
I really, really hope so. She's very strong this year. She has been training crazy hard. And she has always had some kind of bad luck here in Saas. And I really hope this is her year and she is going to break through this bad luck.
All right, well, she's underway here through the first section of ice, and I'm just catching a look. Look at her harness. Does it say Marianne on the harness itself?
Yeah, it is. Like, she has a sign and her own name on the harness.
That's awesome. I want my own signature harness. Why has no one made me this? All right, so Marianne looking very good through the bottom half of this route.
She's always climbing in very colorful leggings or pants or something like that, and she's switching them, sometimes even in the middle of comp, to have like different pants.
Not on the wall.
No,
right.
That would be quite interesting to see.
That would be impressive. Okay, well, she's nearing the first jump section in a minute, and she's getting lots of support, as always, from our YouTube chat. Lots of Danish people following along.
A lot of people like her, and a lot of people, especially in Netherlands, is cheering for her. And she's looking so steady and so strong at the moment. No hesitation.
Yeah, you feel like last year she put so much pressure on herself and it didn't quite work out the way she wanted. This year she seems a bit more relaxed.
Yes, also I spoke to her earlier today, and last year she was very, very concerned about one specific hold in the route. And she was so concerned about this one move and this one hold that she kind of forgot about the rest of the route, you know. And today I think she is in totally different mind, you know.
That's good to know. See, we've got spies in the athletes camp here. This is excellent. Okay, right, making her way up towards the crosses, which indicate this jump. Now, Marianne is taller. She might be able to hit this more statically.
I think so. I just wanted to tell that I don't think it's going to be necessarily a jump for Marianne, because I kind of think she's going to be able to just reach.
Yeah, static and slide she might do here. Well, she's got the clips in first of all. Look how nasty that hold is. Great angle of it there.
It looks absolutely terrible. Yes, she's not even going for a jump.
But she's still got to commit to the slide, and it might be more hard, you know. Yeah.
Wow.
I think
not even the slide.
Because the advantage with jumping is you get your momentum, where she had to find some momentum to
yes.
the right.
While now she just stopped, and she actually might have a. Oh, that was smart.
I like that.
That was a very smart solution.
That's good work in the moment from Marianne there. She had no idea how far you'd slide down that pipe from reading it for the ground.
I spoke to some athletes who already climbed this route, and for instance, Eimir, she told me that the slide wasn't that bad, but obviously everyone was so concerned about the slide and about the jump before they started to climb.
Yeah, certainly a dramatic moment for us, and as we will rock you echoes through the stadium here, what a place to go climbing.
Look at all of these people. This park house is so special because people are getting so close to the athletes, so the atmosphere is just so special.
And look at there, our current leader down at the bottom watching Marianne climb. Eimir as well, deep in discussion. These two absolute legends of the scene.
Also, it's apparently pretty hard to kick into this part of the wall.
Okay, it's quite solid.
Yes, you have to kick very hard.
By the way, your Instagram is down bottom left, so if you want to go and follow Annette, you can go and do that. She's an ice climbing world champ, so you can certainly learn some things. Any questions you've got for Annette, use this time to ask her. Okay, now coming towards this section here, Annette, what did you think of it when you were looking?
When I was looking at it, the holds seemed to be pretty bad to me from a mind point of view. But then I spoke to Eimir and she told me the holds are not that bad, not that tricky, but you still have to put pressure on them and you still have to be very careful. But they are not that bad actually, and you really have to be fast and climb fluently.
Okay, well, she is trying to do that right now. Makes this clip. Dodgy Stein pulls to come, though. She makes her way through.
But she still has 2 minutes, 20 seconds left, which should definitely be enough to top this route.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Lots of time. And it might come down to time if we get multiple
I think
tops.
it's going to be that case because girls are very strong. And we have already seen one top and one almost top, I would say. Yeah, she was struggling with kicking right now as well.
So you think it's just a bit more of a solid bit
Yes, Eimir told me so. We saw the exact same thing with Shin.
Yeah, you're right. Shin struggled. And Shin tried to do this crazy move here, then got the fig four in like that.
She's reaching for another hold.
She could be in for a win here, but she needs to go fast.
She needs to go faster, I think, yeah. 1 minute, 30 seconds. I really think it might come down to times.
I think it will too, and I don't think she's fast enough yet.
Yes. I don't think she's fast enough for first place anymore. She's definitely fast enough to be able to top the route.
Yeah, she had a
But if
minute.
it comes down, to time, I'm not sure if it's going to be the fastest time.
No, remember, there might be a bit of discrepancy in time, but not a lot, so we know she's got to go so quickly if she wants the gold here. But the podium, of course, is important too, and she's up into that in third now.
Rev hold. 1 minute left.
And you kind of hate these stones the athletes are putting on, don't you?
Yes, I do, because when you have iron hold or plastic hold, it's very clear to me and from any athlete's point where from you should take it. You see the hole or you know the hole. She's going to top it. 40 seconds left.
It's going to slot her into second place, we think, if she can do this.
If she can...
Oh, the rope drag is nasty.
It's so close. Come on, Marianne, come on.
Gets it in, got a match,
yes!
which she does. Relief from Marianne as she moves into one question mark on our board. Now, just to explain that one question mark, we will just wait a little bit for the judges to input the score for things to be updated. So I'm sure our team will let us know in a couple of minutes what that is. Down she comes to the ground. We'll wait and see on these scores. Okay, down she comes to the wall. Okay, so you've got a question, Annette, coming through. According to Thin Ice, Annette climbs better when her off-wall luck gets worse. Has this trend continued this season? Tell us about your curse, Annette.
Well, yeah, I have this curse, or some people even call me shit show, because things like
Apologies for the
losing
swearing. But yes, carry on.
It's just a nickname. It's not really a swearing. Because a lot of things happens to me, like, you know, bus ran over my phone in Edmonton last year before the World Championships. I lost my passport this year twice during one competition.
Right.
So it goes on.
Okay, and you got a bronze medal, so clearly it's working. All right, Benjamin Bosshard underway here. He's a Swiss local, a bit of a Swiss hero, and people would love him to get onto the podium.
They will go wild. I think in a minute we are going to hear, even here to the commentary box, how wild they are going to go.
Oh, yes.
It's going to be loud.
Yeah, the cheering is going to be deafening here. So, the clock starts ticking away. Benjamin, though, struggling with that move, actually.
Yeah.
Made it look like a big one, didn't he?
He was definitely struggling to reach it on the first try. But that's part of ice climbing or dry tooling as well, you know. You don't only have to be very strong, but also very precise to get your tools right on the correct spot.
So double clips in, efficient work from Benjamin Bosshard. Up towards the ice, those holes drilled in by the setters and marked clearly by the blue spray.
And here comes another metal hold.
Oh, clocks the foot.
Yeah, the wall is pretty solid and you really have to kick super hard.
Yeah, he had to do another kick. I think it might be in the volume even there. Oh no, maybe underneath it.
No, I think it was underneath.
Yeah. Okay, so side pull moves to come. Gross. Every time we get that's all I want to do. Every time we zoom in, I'm just like, that's horrible.
It looks horrible, but I still very much prefer it over the stone holes.
Okay.
Because you see the hole in the iron hold or metal hold, while stone is just a stone with nothing on it usually.
I'm glad you're giving the opposite opinion, because a lot of people have come on and said how much they like stones. So I'm glad that you're saying actually it's not so great.
I'm like anti-stone person.
Anti-stone. I don't know why that made me giggle. Okay, Benjamin Bosshard moving towards the left. Big move around this volume needed, though. It's the lock. What a tune in the background as well.
He's getting close to the jam.
Yeah, it's a bigger jump for the men than the women.
It is. We saw it with the last athlete. It's not easy to actually jump.
Yeah, we've seen a big fall here before,
Yes.
so here we go, everyone. Clip first, though.
Mandatory clip.
Yep, got to be done.
I can definitely the crowd going wild and more.
Here we
crazy.
go. He's going to go with one axe, I think. He does.
Yes,
Locks it in.
yes, saved it.
I was watching his right hand that slid down the handle of his axe then. Oh.
You have to push very hard to be able to stabilize something like that. It's a huge dyno. And I'm quite sure that Shoulders doesn't like moves like that.
No, absolutely not. Mine would explode. Okay.
You would have to train for something like that, I think.
Yes. No one let me near that, please. Okay. Not that I would get anywhere near it, but you know, I can dream. Okay, big clip in. And then this stone undercling will be your nightmare, Annette, following.
Yes, because the undercling, it seems to be quite good, but we've seen athletes struggling at this point. But not Benjamin.
Yeah, he did it really well, actually.
He did it so fluently without any hesitation.
And he's got plenty of time.
Yeah.
This could be
He's
a good
very
run.
fast.
Yeah. High point's only 29. I was surprised. I thought we saw more athletes get higher.
I just don't want to jinx it, but he's very fast at the moment.
You jinxed something? That doesn't sound like you.
Oh, well, you know. My luck.
I'm going to ask you where your second passport was found in a minute, everyone. It's a heck of a story, so wait for that one, because it's hilarious. But not yet. Let's leave it for the people. We'll give it a moment. Right, Benjamin up towards the top of the wall now. This arch, it just goes way above your head.
Yeah, it seems to be like never ending. And the wall, it was already massive all the years before, and now it's just, you know, it's unbelievably massive.
I'd say too tall. I'm gonna put it out there. I don't think it needed an extension. He falls!
Oh no!
Benjamin turns immediately back to the crowd, and look at the disappointment on his face.
Yeah, that was quite unexpected.
A shake of his head, second place. He wants to know where he is at the moment. Wow. Well, that
He
is a moment.
seems to be disappointed.
Well, hey, you just got to want to win this comp.
And it was so sudden. You know, that's the thing with ice climbing. You never know.
No.
Your peak might just pop off any time.
That was the slide down, and this was the fall. Let's keep an eye on this. So he reached up towards the metal hole, which we know is it. Oh, just didn't have the height.
I think it just popped off.
Yeah, right, Annette, very briefly, how did you lose your second passport and where did you find it?
Lost it during the control on the airport. Found it after 40 minutes under my head. It was standing on my head.
So you put your hat on.
Yeah, with a passport in it.
Inside it.
Yes.
Then couldn't find the passport.
Yes.
Right.
It took me
Amazing.
40 minutes to find it.
Amazing. There we go. Right, Sina Goetz out next onto the stage. Next athlete. And this is a lady who could make the gold medal spot.
Definitely. She has been on podium so many times. She is incredibly strong. She is very experienced, even though she is very young. And she is also a Swiss team, part of the Swiss team. So again, just as with Benjamin, we can expect crowd going very wild and very loud.
But just to remind everyone of the stakes here, not only she's got to top the route out, she's got to do it with about a minute left on the clock.
Yes.
So speed is key for her.
And the thing is, athletes, they don't know that. They might think that just stopping is enough.
Yeah, exactly. They're
They
in
don't know it's
isolation.
a base. Yeah.
Yep.
There's isolation. It's on site. So nobody has an idea that you actually have to basically run to the top and it's all going to be just according to your time.
Although, to counter that, they might have heard the crowd.
That's true.
So they might
That's
know there
true.
are tops and therefore they would figure out it might be based
That's
on time.
true.
Perhaps.
But then with crowd as loud as it's here, it
true.
might be hard to figure
Yeah.
out if they actually top or if they just did jump or something like this.
It's a good point, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so 6 minutes on the clock for Sina Goetz as she moves through this traverse. She is climbing quickly right now.
She's one of the fastest climbers on the scene. She's always climbing so fluently, so quickly. And she you can see that she puts the ice axe on one spot and she never checks it. She just goes.
Confident climbing,
Yes,
isn't
she's
it? Yeah.
very confident on the tools.
All right, up towards the blues. The blues, I'm calling them, the blue crosses on the wall. And what do we think? I mean, a jump like this, you know Sina, is she going to be looking forward to this?
I don't think she really likes jumps, or at least she didn't like them in the past. But then she spent a lot of time training dinos here in Saas, so I don't think she will hesitate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she basically reached it and just wow,
Oh, that's risky.
just hopping through it.
Yes, I don't even know what to call that move because it's never existed before. What
No,
should we
no.
call it? I don't know.
Something with a kangaroo, I would call it.
I've already got a kangaroo hop. I can't have another one.
Yes,
That's a fig
yes.
four, by the way, when you do a fig four and you jump your foot up.
Yes.
Right, so come on, chat. This is what you're for. What should we call that move where you jump the ice axe with two hands down a pipe?
Maybe Sina jump?
Could be. We could call it after
Yeah.
Sina. Yeah, good. All right, well, let us know, chat. What do you think? Right, up to the corner now. A big... Has she got a hand on that? Yeah, she has as well.
Yeah.
Wow. So, hands on. You are allowed to do that. You won't get points for the hold, but you can use it.
And she has 4 minutes, 20 seconds left. She's very fast.
So basically 3 minutes to climb this route, though.
Yeah.
So she's fast, but she's got to get even faster now.
She might have to speed up if she wants to be in the top with the fastest time.
Yeah.
This is quite technical part because you have to put your feet on very, very good spot.
And does is the wood harder on the blue section, or is it kind of the same?
No, I think on the blue section the wood is fine. The wood is harder on the ceiling, on the normal wall.
So she's still got to keep driving upwards here. We got some great names coming through, by the way. I like the Sina maneuver. I prefer the Sina skip. That's quite nice.
Sina skip is great.
Uh-huh, that's good. Slip hop from Jack
Slip
Sarah.
hop.
Interesting.
We should do voting or something like this.
Swiss hump. No comment. All right, Sina up towards the triangle now.
Without any hesitation. This lady is so strong.
Yeah, I think that thing you said about confidence really does ring true with her.
Yeah.
But shakes out now, maybe starting to get a bit pumped and tired.
Well, it's massive wall, you know, and the moves, they look easy from here, sitting in the commentary box.
Yeah.
But they are not at all.
No, they're not. And every time we see this zoomed-in camera shot from our wonderful Tech Native team, you realise what you're looking at. Right, hanging off now. Sina's going to have to drive. She's got about a minute 45 to top the route if she wants to win the thing.
But that's it. She doesn't know that.
No, but we do. Oh, with the hand.
She's checking the hole. She's checking. You know, that's the stone. I told you I hate them. You don't know what you are about with stones.
Is this your least popular stone? It's quite smooth as well, isn't it? That one.
Yes, it's very smooth.
So Sina takes a moment to breathe, but she's got to keep climbing here. Kicks those feet hard into
She can still do it if she doesn't shake anymore and just go.
The crowd are cheering her on. They're willing her up this wall. Another stone. She'll be used to these stones, though.
Yeah, she is a local. Although some of the stones we saw are smart stones, and they are from Slovenia, and they are not local here, so she doesn't know them either.
Okay, wrestles the rope in, and that rope drag can be savage. She's got the time, though. She's just got to go.
She has to go now.
I know she can't hear me, but I wish she could. Keeps driving.
Come on, Sina.
Is that the last hold?
Yeah, it is.
Right, so last
she just
hold.
has to clip the last quick draw.
Oh, this is...
Is it going to be enough?
Oh, this is driving me crazy.
It's nerve-wracking.
I think that's the victory.
I think it's enough.
Well, provisional victory, I should say. 2 to go, of course. We'll
big smile and big wave.
And now, I tell you what, can you get your phone out and just update the results service as much? No, she can't get the phone out. We lost the phone?
Yes.
Lost the phone, right? Amazing. Okay, so we're going to find my phone. I don't know why I asked.
I would love to help you, but I lost it before I entered this room.
So is it gone?
Yes, I didn't have time to look for it.
Right.
So I'll solve that problem later.
Yeah, it's tomorrow's problem. Later's our problem.
Not exactly tomorrow's.
I've got confirmed that Sina... Oh, no, I don't know. You do that bit. I can't work it out. Okay, so we'll wait and see on these results at the moment. Yes.
Yeah, she's currently on a first position.
So Sina is, according to our scores, in the top spot. There we go. It's on screen as well. So 5:29 faster times, just beating Shin. Thank you, team. Good work behind the scenes. I know it was hard. Yeah, so this is basically kind of a speed climbing competition for the women, hasn't it?
Yes.
Which isn't ideal. We maybe prefer a bit more separation, but it is what it is, and it's going to be an exciting race to the finish.
And you know, it's still part of it.
Yes, but you're a speed climber. You love this.
And yeah, well, I'm a speed climber, but I hate climbing. Like, I cannot climb fast on lead.
Okay.
So
Wow.
it will be my nightmare.
It would be, yes. So Tristan Ladevant then. Ladevant number 1. Louna will come later on. He's on the wall and getting going.
Yeah, very confident, very fast moving.
Yes, he is. He was confident during the semis. It's great to have both brothers in this finals.
I think both of them are in perfect shape, and we can expect them to do great.
Yeah, exactly. And they're both full-round mountaineers as well. Both have projects. I was chatting to them on a bus back from Korea. Both have projects on the Duras, eyes on the Drew in Chamonix, and also are going to Pakistan this summer to climb as well. So they're multi-talented athletes.
Yeah, they're perfect rock climbers. They're perfect alpinists. So.
Yeah. Okay, up to this nasty metal hook.
What is hard about this move is also the thing that it's all moving.
On the box, because it's swinging.
Yes,
yeah.
The box is swinging.
Okay, up towards the ice then. So we've got, we've got 3 men to come, including Tristan here. So we will start to know the podium places soon. Currently, Kim is on the podium, but not guaranteed in any state at the moment. Oh, it's gross. It's so gross, Annetta. Why do you guys do this?
You know, it's perfect amount of adrenaline because you never know.
Yes,
it's great.
True.
It's amazing.
Yes.
And you don't know until the last second.
If you're into that kind of thing, yes, I'm sure it's great. I like my holds to be solid.
But then you probably would not like ice climbing or dry tooling.
Up towards the duck hold, as Tabitha has called it. Matches.
on the other way, we can say that it's very solid, tiny little hole in the metal.
Yes, if we want to be positive about the
Yes,
whole thing, yes,
yes.
we can say that. Okay, so Tristan setting himself up in these next couple of moves, and I think quite cleverly, he's just taken a bit of pace off here.
Yes, because these moves, again, they are like extremely hard and extremely tricky. You can fall off at any second. And he's trying to be a bit slower here, I think.
Yeah. I just
So he
think,
can run in the overhang part.
exactly, and also you just don't want to be overcooked for this slide.
Yes,
And Tristan
checking
will know
the
that.
hold
Yeah, here's a little look.
because the big jump is coming.
Yeah, so here we go. One hand or two hands? That's the question. He gets himself well set first
I think
of all.
he's going to go for one handle.
I think he is too. Looks for the slide.
It didn't slide at all.
No, it didn't. And a big... Oh, I think it's
Whoa.
harder when you don't slide.
It's a couple of more moves, you know. When you slide, you just slide to the other way. But then also, it might get you more pumped because you have to squeeze the tool quite hard to stop the slide.
Yeah, good point. Okay, into the underclings then.
Floating undercling. I gotta admit, this is kind of nasty move and nasty hold.
A floating undercling,
Yes.
yeah. I think it looks like the most physical because it's
Yeah,
so
it's
much of your
very
back
physical.
in
Yeah,
play, your
yeah, yeah.
bicep.
And any shake is sending you down.
Okay, gets himself planted though. Big undercling move to come. That's the floater you were talking about. Oh, that's
Oh.
tricky.
And now we are getting to this part. A lot of athletes were struggling there. Tristan doesn't seem to like the stone hold either. He was checking with second tool.
Right, gets it in there.
Getting there.
So, onto the undercling. We've seen some wild moves here. Tristan
Wow.
holds it well. And just
Problems with clip a bit.
a little bit. And just
Yeah.
to tease you guys watching, once again, Marianne has come up to the commentary box, so we're going to bring her in for the next of the women's runs here, so she can literally talk us through firsthand about what's going on. So that's to come, but right now we're sticking with Tristan.
He's moving quite fast.
Yeah, I said earlier, I'm surprised more men haven't got closer to the top, because we know this is like a route where the setters would have put easier moves down low.
Yes, but not necessarily, you know. I don't think the route setters actually want the climbers to top and the comp being just about the time.
As it is with
and
the women's
yeah,
currently,
yeah, and the guys are very, very strong, and it's kind of hard to find where is the limit of it being just about the time and of it still being hard.
Yeah, it's a tricky job the setters have, and they
It's
have been
very
working
tricky.
hard. Okay, so he cuts loose, gets those feet back onto the wall, the box and the
Yes.
stand-up move ahead of him.
He's not shaking or anything. He seems to be just fine, not too pumped.
Yeah, he's up into third as well, so we're going to be
That was
nearing
very smart. The knee drop.
the drop knee on
Yes.
the box. That's our current leader, bottom right of your screen, who's filming everything going on here.
He reached it without any problem. In his second position right now.
Yeah, that hold he's in, we've seen an athlete explode off that
Yes.
earlier on. It's worse than it seems.
It's a terrible hold.
Oh, that arm starting to bend as he kicks above his head now, locks it off, and then finally straightens it out.
I'm getting very close to the top spot and to the podium.
Yeah, he is indeed. Guaranteed medals very soon here, but he cuts loose. Oh, that's
Wow,
a-
he saved it very well.
He did, but that's such a powerful move to hold in that position.
He was probably a lot of power here, but he's extremely strong, so I don't think it's going to matter that much.
No, so he makes the clip hanging on. I just think this is such a nasty hold here on the lip of the wall.
I agree, it's a stone.
Yeah, your
He
nemesis.
didn't hesitate at all in this move and just reached for the hold on his first try.
Yeah, up into silver. The high point just above his head now. 29 is what we're
if
looking for.
he reaches this hold, he is going to be on podium. Come on, Tristan.
Yes, he is. A guaranteed medals now
He
for
really
Tristan
is,
Ladevant.
yes, and that's the podium for him.
It is. So it will be a medal. What colour will it be? We're into uncharted territory now as we approach the head wall, and there is a jump coming up. You can see the crosses. And this jump will have been kind of blind because it's so hard to see from the bottom when you're reading the route.
Yeah, that's it. If you are checking the route before the finals, before the semi-finals, you see everything just from the bottom, not from the top.
45 seconds on the clock, which will be enough time to execute this move as he gets set.
I'm just leaning closer and closer because I'm so nervous and I want to see this jump.
So here we go. Tristan launches.
And he did it. Yes! She sticked it.
And celebrates as well. 28 seconds on the clock for Tristan to finish this thing off.
Absolutely amazing.
Using his hand. He's guaranteed the points already on that hold.
Yeah, reaching for another hold. Wonderful. Reaching for another one because he just needs points now.
He does. He's running out of time as well. He'll make that clip. Can he have time to clip it? The rope drag will be savage up there.
It's going to be massive.
I don't think he has got time. No.
1 second left.
He's been timed out, so we won't reach the top, but that is easily the high point for Tristan Ladevant with 33 on the clock.
I think he just wants to climb to the top.
I think he does too. You would want to, wouldn't you? Why not?
Of course, and I think
I don't think he knows he's been timed out, maybe. I think he does now, though. Or are we going to see one of those finishes where they carry on regardless? I think we are.
I think so. I cannot expect him to jump over the structure as he did in previous years.
Well, Yannick is up there watching, and we know that Yannick's the backflip master on this structure, so maybe Tristan's going to show off to Yannick.
Yes,
who knows?
yes, to show him how it's supposed to be done.
I hope he does, and I think he's going to go there. Right, Annette, we're going to kick you out for one run. We'll stay around because we'll swap back in a sec, but we're going to bring in Marianne into the commentary box. Okay, so joining us is Marianne. And look, Marianne, I just want to check about where the results are because I've kind of forgotten in all the action. Where are you currently standing?
Oh, I'm not first. I thought I was first when I topped the route, but Woonseon Shin did it a little bit faster, and then Sina did it quite a bit faster. So
currently in bronze medal?
Yes, I'm bronze, but there's still two super fast climbers coming up.
Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room first of all, which is obviously when a route comes down to time, it's not ideal.
For me, it's not ideal, but it depends on your climbing style, of course.
True. So, coming down to time, how much will Kat and Franziska waiting, how much will they know it's all about time at this stage?
I think they know it quite a bit because we read the route and we all thought like, oh, that's quite a bit of time we have for such a route, but the moves don't look very long, so I think it's going to be a race.
And can you hear the crowd cheering when there's a top backstage?
Yes, but you're not 100% sure which climber is on. So you're not sure if it's a woman climbing or a man climbing.
Interesting. Okay. Right, Kat Shirley on the wall here, and you can talk us through. So starting off on ice, easy moves down low.
Relatively easy moves, but breaking ice is never a technical incident. So if the ice breaks in the start, you're out. So that's quite tricky. And here you see on the first stone, she's not sure where to take it. I found it difficult to read that hold as well. There's a tiny little hole, and I think she's got it just at the right place out there.
Yes, she has. She
and it
through.
slows you down. So all these moves, you have to go fast and then slow, and fast and then slow.
I think, by the way, we've got a record number of people watching this live chat. We've got 780 live people watching, which is great to see. So thank you for your support, everyone.
Yeah, that's fun. Having everybody here.
That's great.
Not only in the audience, but online as well. That's good. Thanks for joining in.
So this traverse now, tell me about the hold she's using.
Yes, so it's a combination of granite holds, like real granite, with metal holds. And this one she's taking now is a resin hold. This is actually a hold from Korea, up to a hold that's made by Ron Culler. He's one of the route setters here, and that is a stainless steel hold. It's unforgiving. You have it or you don't.
Kat looking a bit tired there. She went up.
Yeah, she went for quite a reach. And the hold itself is good, but you first need to reach, and it takes energy if you have to reach a few times. And I know she's having a little bit of issues with her shoulder, so it takes her quite a lot of energy. So good effort that she actually did it.
Yeah, that shoulder injury she picked up in South Korea. We thought initially it was a dislocation, then I think it was decided more of a tear in the shoulder. So not the worst, but still not great.
No, exactly. And it will play in your mind. Like, even if it's not that bad, it will still keep you up in your mind, like, oh, is it going to be okay?
Right, now tell me about this pole. I know you did it fairly statically. Most of the athletes are having to jump into it. What's it like?
Oh, it's just super slippery. But I measured it distance from the ground. Mm-hmm. So you can kind of like guess, like, okay, this line, if I step on the ground here, then I should just more than a meter. Oh, okay, and I've got my eyesight, so I should be able to reach easily. And I measured it, so I knew I could do it statically.
Okay, so that's amazing. I didn't realise you did that. Well, here is Kat. And she, I mean, if she has a bad shoulder, jumping into this is going to be one of those nasty moves.
Yeah. And there is a second hold. So there is a floater that you can take for more reach, for more height. So it's a double hold.
She's going to have to jump, isn't she?
Yeah.
She does.
There she goes.
That's good commitment.
Nice
from Kat.
jump.
Nice one from her. Come on, crowd, if you're listening. I know there's a lot of people from Colorado.
And then already the rope drag is getting already here.
Really? Straight away?
Yeah,
Wow,
straight away, because you're going in such a traverse. It's quite a tricky thing to clip every time, and that slowed me down on this bit.
Now, on our camera angles, it's hard to see into this corner. What are the holds like back?
Yeah. So there's a big stone hold right now, like a block that you have to take as a Stein pull. And then you go to a granite hold, and it's hard to find the right position on the granite hold she's having right now. You just have to go for it. You're never sure if you've got the right place. Same for the one that she has right now. And I found that one a bit tricky, so I didn't want to clip from it. I wanted to clip from the next one, because the next one is a resin hold from Korea.
Okay, but if you wonder where the music's gone, it has currently shut off. So it's currently gone away. Give us a break. Okay, now up away from this pillar, back onto the wall.
Yeah, and now one little granite pebble again, that you have to find the right position. I thought it was marked because it had a little bit of a stripe, but then it wasn't exactly on that position, so that's a bit tricky.
Yeah, that's a great
real
shot.
focus. Every move, she needs to have the 100% focus, and you see it in her face. It's great to see this close-up.
It's good, isn't it? Our camera's allowed to get into the action. Now, this...
Another granite hold, and
this
it's got
Stein coming
lots.
up. We saw Eimir having a nightmare on it. She fell twice on it.
Oh, it's... So, this Stein doesn't work with the type of ice axes that we use on the competitions. So I changed my ice axes specifically for this competition so I could actually take the Stein.
Interesting.
So we're really going to take a look at... Wow, she got it. She got it.
But that time is so important. She's got to top it with at least a minute to go on the clock.
Yes.
I think she's a bit slow at the moment.
Yeah, she's slightly on the slow side here. And there are some tricky moves coming up still. The donut that's coming up, it's a granite donut.
Okay, I like donut. I thought I was calling it that.
Yeah. It is like a donut.
Yeah, you're right. So your axe presumably slips around a bit on that.
It is. It slips around. It twists around. You have to take a lot of tension in your body to continue. But the next one, the hold she's having on now, the red hold, is relatively good.
Okay, and then this tricky move, we've seen a few people kind of slip out because of the awkward fig nines they've got.
It's a weird fig nine, and you're not sure which direction to take this hold. Here, you feel she's moving her ice axe a little bit to check if it's all right, but she's never 100% sure. And this is competition climbing; she just goes for it.
Yeah, full commitment from Kat now as she pulls up. And watch the clock. 30 seconds if she wants to win it. Up she goes.
So close, though. So close.
Yes, it is. And of course, Marianne is in this weird position in the commentary box where you want the athletes to do well, but she might be watching someone knock her off the podium here. So my heart goes out to thank you for joining me again.
I am kind of sure that I'm off the podium. I was just too slow.
I don't know why you're putting yourself through this torture, but thank you anyway. So gets the clip in, the rope drag.
Super heavy rope drag clip. Yeah, just one more move.
Final hold. It's not going to be gold, but it might be a podium here. Oh, but the rope drag's nasty.
Oh, so much rope drag.
Matches it with 51 seconds on the clock. Right, we'll wait and see. The scoreboard will come up on the screen in a couple of seconds.
Not 100% sure which position it's going to be at, that.
I love the question mark while the system works itself out, but we'll see some results in a minute. Don't worry. But Kat's run is done with the top.
I think she can be satisfied with what she climbed over here.
And Marianne, you're getting a lot of love on the commentary. Marianne, it's amazing to hear you on the commentary. Yes, it is.
Thank you.
People are saying how good all the athletes are, actually. So thank you. You've got a lot of support from many, many people. Thomas Franco says hello.
Yeah, that's from my team in the Netherlands.
Nice to see. All right, well, this was Kat on the very top of the route here. This is where she had to find a bit more pace. A smile on her face.
Good climb.
Yeah, that was good. Well, we're waiting for these results. I can't wait to see them. What's it going to be? I'm nerve-wrackingly waiting for this graphic to be updated.
She also doesn't know. She's
Here we go.
happy to finish it.
So Marianne off the podium.
I'm off.
I'm sorry, Marianne. The cat says goodbye. Right, Marianne,
Yeah.
we'll say goodbye to you and bring
One
Annette
more
back
climber
in.
to go.
Yes, exactly.
I'll
There's
give
one
it back
last
to Annette
chance.
then.
Thank you so much for joining me. This is becoming a regular now. This is
Yeah.
fantastic. I like this.
Well, I'll be back then.
Excellent. Well, and hopefully next time you're back, you will be guaranteed a gold medal rather than keep falling off the podium.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Thank you so much. Right, we'll swap around and we'll go back to our penultimate male athlete. Younggeon Lee is out and about. This is a man who could easily win the competition here, and he has started with a rapid pace off the deck onto the ice and left onto the wood here as he moves his way through these first sequences of moves. And that, what a moment that was, watching Marianne getting knocked off the podium.
It
Hard
was
to watch.
totally nerve-wracking. I love both of these ladies, Kat and Marianne, and you know that's the problem when it's about the time. It's always just so close. It must be so hard.
I would agree. And thank you, Marianne, for putting herself through that once more after Korea. I thought I'd never see her again after
Yes.
that one. Okay, so Younggeon, I love watching this dude climb. I'll be honest, it's so cool.
He is so dynamic, and it's such a fun to watch him.
Yeah.
Because he is fast, he is confident, he's just flying through the route.
Yeah, and he occasionally makes a mistake. I've seen it happen, but he is the overall winner from last year.
Yeah, he also won last weekend, or not last weekend, but last round in Korea.
Feels like last weekend, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, it has not been that long ago.
No,
It's
my
been
brain
like
is
2 weeks, but
melting from the jet lag.
Yes.
We're somewhere in the world right now. Now, he's just taken, again, a bit of pace off here. He started off rapidly.
yeah, because on ice and on the massive holes, everyone knows that it's so easy that they can actually run and get some important seconds there.
Teammate focused on him. On the bottom.
Everyone down there is focused.
Right, so moves towards this hole, which you've got to
Yes.
commit to. Good work as he moves through this sequence.
Standing on the volume.
I love these wide shots where we get to see it's such a colourful wall as well with all the banners. It's
Yes,
beautiful.
yes.
It really is.
And different volumes and style.
All right, up towards the first of the crosses now.
Getting close to the massive jump.
Yeah, here we go. Chat, if you're watching, send some hearts our way for good luck for Younggeon as he gets himself set. Shaking back and forth.
I know that most of the climbers just jump it, but it's so nerve-wracking. Wow, yeah, that moment every single time.
That was a huge skip down the pipe then, a bit out of control.
If you literally don't squeeze it enough and don't kick the wall at right point, you're off
Yep, you're gone, aren't you?
very easily.
Okay, well, the hearts came through. Thank you, everyone. Clearly that worked. It's been scientifically proven. The more you hammer the heart button, the better the
He's
athletes
struggling a bit to reach the undercling now, the floater.
climb. He is, isn't it? He really is struggling. Now gets a bit more of a distance, maybe. That's better.
Yes, that's much better.
A lot of body tension required on that move.
Yeah, and a lot of moves is just about the position of your feet. It helps a lot. If your feet are not on exact correct place, you might not be able even to do the move, which would be easy otherwise. So
And I think sometimes it's easier to see that from the commentary box than it is.
Yes, yes, very much
you think, like,
easier.
why
Yes.
can't I do this?
yes,
Yeah, it takes.
Whoa.
Oh, he misses the right foot as well. We saw that earlier on. Gets it in now though. Makes the clip. Oh, those gloves getting in the way of this.
it happens so often. Also, your hands are kind of freezing.
Can you not wear gloves? Is it? A rule?
It's not allowed. There is a rule about the gloves.
So you have to have something on your hands.
Yes.
Okay.
And usually golf gloves are the ones which works the best because they are so thin that it works just perfectly well.
Yeah, I was telling a story of an athlete in Korea earlier on who went to a golf superstore to find gloves. So yes, golf gloves are super important and hard to find.
Very
Okay.
important.
All right, up towards this really techie section of the route now. Big moves on small holds coming up. Got to be very accurate.
Super accurate and, also very fast, which is very, very hard combination. Immediately going to figure four, which makes it more stable.
Okay, up towards the top of the wall now. Comes in. hits the box on the way down.
Yeah, and now the tricky move. We saw Tristan doing the amazing drop knee here.
Yes, you're right,
Yeah.
that big twist down.
Yeah, look, it's the same. Wonderful.
He loses the
That's
axis.
a big swing, but yeah. He saved it by stepping on the volume on the box.
Yeah, he did. He had some quick thinking there in order to kick those feet back in. Okay, and up towards the top hold now. Feet over the top, kicking into the ceiling.
Now the terrible stone hold. He's wrapping it.
Yeah, heel hooking almost that box there for a second.
Yeah. And wrapping the hold, we saw other athletes taking it straight from the top.
The
I'm
wrap
wondering
looks
if...
better, but then how do you rotate through the wrap?
I wanted just to say this. You see, I don't think he's going to be able to reach the next hold from this position, from the wrap.
No, and he's got a really awkward kind of match.
Wow. He
That's
managed
so
to match it. But this is so awkward position because he's not in figure 4 yet. He is now. But his pick is... Wow. That was amazing because his pick was not quite on the right spot.
That was some of the
It was
most
so
techy
tricky.
climbing we've seen so far for this section.
Wow.
Okay, well, he resets, hits the stone hold now, a bit of a wiggle. Oh,
Whoa.
no, he wasn't in it.
It was... No. It's one of the smart stones and you have to take it from the side, kind of. I think this one has a black mark, which means it's 45 degrees.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it means on it?
Yes.
Okay, so
There
a
are
bit of a
different...
clue for the
Yeah,
athletes.
there are different colors and different marks.
Yeah.
And black one is 45 degrees. There is also 0 and
Yeah.
I think 0 is white, if I'm not wrong.
So Younggeon nearing Tristan Ladevant's high point now. He needs to get to 33. He's on 30. The fire goes in the background.
Matching there.
Yeah, he just resets a little bit. He's got a minute. I don't know if that's enough time for the route, but it should be enough time for the high point.
Yes. He has 3 holds left from high point with 50 seconds left. Jump. Oh, no!
Right. Well, he falls on 30. He's guaranteed a medal, actually, in second place, because there's only one to go.
So he's guaranteed a podium. It was amazing performance from Lee.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Hits his head in frustration there as he comes back down to the ground.
I still didn't get over this matching on this terrible stone and just going from hang to top. It was, wow.
So you got slow motion on the curtain rod, it's been called in the chat. Look, terrifying as he skipped his way down that hold. Huge slip from him. And then this was after the awful matching sequence that he did that really
it was so technical.
Yeah. And then Mick completely missed the
He
jump.
just missed it, yeah.
Whereas Tristan was very solid on that jump. Right, well, one last male athlete to go, and our last female athlete out, Franziska. She had an up and down semi-finals after initially getting under appeal for touching the structure, then that got re-appealed. She finished in the top spot, and she's the only one who can push Shin off that top spot.
And funny thing about Franziska, she is incredibly strong. She is very fast. She does always so well on the comps, yet she's not competing very often because she told me in the beginning of the season during one of the European Cups in Bern that she's a bit lazy to travel.
Okay.
It's amazing. I found it so funny because she's very good.
I think we're trying to see a leaderboard here of the time just to remind us where we're at, so hopefully we should see it in a minute. And now she's Franziska working her way up into the ice section and then traversing out right. So there we go. So as a reminder, Sina Goetz, sorry I said Shin, Sina Goetz tops 5:29. That is a very quick time. Then Shin, then Cat Shirley 6:15 and Marianne after that. So that's how fast they've got to go.
And you know, there are just 2 seconds between Shin and Cat. Just 2 seconds, that's nothing.
No time at all, is it? And Franziska will not know that this has basically become a race.
Yeah. And the thought that it might cost one of these ladies like just 2 seconds the podium is wow.
Yeah, exactly that. Well, and I don't think Franziska is climbing fast enough at the moment.
Well, but it's just the beginning of the route, and she might speed up on the upper part. She's very strong.
Yeah.
She's very, she's speeding up even now already, and she's very good at figure 9s, figure 4. So I think she's going to love the upper part, the huge overhang.
All right. Well, she's got that figure
Figure 4, yeah.
Figure 4?
It's figure 4.
I literally have to tilt my head to be able to work out the figure 9
I did
or 4.
as well.
I'm just like, is it? Which one?
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Okay, well, she's up onto that screw that's sticking out, which is kind of a jug.
Well, not really.
I was told, Tabitha was saying it was her favourite hold on the route, that she really likes.
I hate it.
Do you hate it?
Yes.
Maybe it's you.
Maybe it's me.
Maybe it's you. All right, I thought it was the stone hold. You also hate those?
But I love most of the holds, just not these two.
Okay, just those.
Just
fair enough.
those
Fair
two
enough.
are not my friends.
But this metal one coming up, you love it.
Yeah, I would love that.
Disgusting. Right, well, she's into it anyway.
Amazing hold.
Oh, it's just not. All right. So, how will she do this? This is going to be interesting. The static method, the jump, we'll have to see.
I don't think she is tall enough to do it the static way. I think she's going to commit into the jump. Yes.
Slides down
Big
and she's in.
slide. Yeah. But without any problem, she got it.
All right, so through the nervy section, now the techie bit to come in the second half of this climb here.
And she really needs to speed up.
She does,
if
yeah.
She wants to be on podium.
Yeah, time important here. Up towards the hold on the right. Oh, that's
Wow.
a dodgy cross, isn't it? Didn't quite get the kick in there on the wall.
No. It was a... Wow. Now the undercling.
Okay, stands into the clipping position here, leaning backwards, reaches up high. The
No.
audience so close to the athletes.
Yes, and now moving your feet from the wall to this box is so awkward because you have to kick kind of behind the corner.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? And suddenly it becomes really 3D, really odd. You're almost
Yes,
stemming
yes.
between these holds.
And you have to really kick just on the corner.
Oh, she's
Now
not
the
even
volume.
kicked in. She's kind of standing
Yeah,
on that
yeah.
volume. Well, I think time will be an issue here. That is the setters and some of our support team watching on there, the audience, of course. I think you need special tickets to get down low on this wall.
Everyone is watching carefully because I think this is going to be very close. 3 minutes 30. She needs to run now if it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I'm not sure she's going to get it in terms of time here on this route at the moment. So it's going to be where does she end up in the standings?
Now there's a bit of struggle on this hold.
Because Sina Goetz are going to be wanting to go as slow as possible. Can Sina win her own World Cup?
She's very close to that.
Yeah, make it the double for Sina
Yes.
as well.
The terrible undercling.
Yeah, she's holding it really awkwardly
Yes.
as well with that reverse
Yes.
grip in that.
She's just so confident on that one. She knows that she can.
There
she
is
doesn't need
Sina,
to
sorry,
float it.
bottom
yeah.
right. Sina watching on, she'll be nervous, won't she?
Yeah,
that feeling?
sitting with her teammate Vivienne, she just missed the finals by being 9th after the semis, which was so unfortunate. Wow, that's a big swing in the donut.
As the fire goes.
Well-
Someone's obviously pressing that fire button. I want that job. We should have it in a commentary
I would
box.
love it.
The fire
I would love it. I will just be,
Yes,
with
you
me
would,
and my
yes.
ADHD, I will just be tapping on it all the
You'd run
time.
out of fuel.
Yes,
Or you'd lose the button.
that's another possibility.
Right, up
It's
towards
just
the
the
red
hold,
hold.
yes.
Marianne was saying this is a good hold, but the next one
Okay.
is less good.
Okay, yeah, because it's stone,
Yeah.
Smooth stone, looks terrible.
2 minutes, about a minute.
Is
She's
she
got
going to
them.
wrap it? Yes.
She does wrap it. Flicks the feet over.
Without any hesitation, she is familiar with all these holds.
Mm-hmm. So can she beat her teammate? She's got to have a minute and a half left on the clock to take the gold medal.
Yes.
I don't think she can do that with a minute 50 left.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but
She's got to go so fast now. Come on, Sina.
she'll have to literally fly.
Oh, there's Petra Klingler down with Sina as well. That's cool to see. Some legends down there at the bottom.
She's a true legend of this sport.
All right, so I think that is it. So it's not going to be gold, but where will she end up on this route? She's currently
The
in
rope
sixth.
drag is so bad. No, she's not able to reach on the first try the quick draw. It might cost her a few seconds, few very important seconds.
It might. I think she's
Come
going to
on,
top.
Franziska, she's definitely going to top.
Yeah, she is. But what's going to be the
She's so
time?
close.
And it's the road drag she's got to deal with as well.
Whoa!
Up it goes.
Come
The
on,
fire goes
Franziska.
crazy. Holds it up. Oh, this is so
It's
hard.
just about time of the clipping.
Makes the
But
match.
is it going to be enough for the podium?
We're going to wait. The question mark hits our screen. We'll wait and see in a couple of seconds here. just to prolong the tension, but Sina will take the gold.
So low now.
Massive, isn't it? Yeah. Well, Sina gets to her feet down low. She'll start to celebrate. We'll wait and see where Franziska has ended up on our leaderboard. But fair play to Sina Goetz. What a powerful climb from the Swiss athlete. We think Jan Havel reckons it's silver on the chat. We'll wait and see, Jan. Not which I don't believe you, Jan. I just don't believe you until I see it on paper.
Until it's on the board.
Second it is. Okay, yeah, let's take it
silver.
back. Apologies. So Sina Goetz, Franziska, and then Shin after that. That is our top 3, and these are the highlights.
You know, what an incredible performance from someone who is not competing, basically. She's so strong.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it?
And
Wow.
she just casually got second place and silver medal on a World Cup in Saas.
Okay, well, final athlete then before we say goodbye to Saas for 2025, and it is a bit of a hero. Louna Ladevant came out in last position, having qualified in the top spot from the semi-finals. He had a disaster in South Korea.
Yes.
With a big slip off a pocket, which he couldn't work out what he did wrong.
Yes.
So let's see if Louna can get some revenge.
I think he's now definitely mentally over it, and this is new comp.
Yeah.
New day, and he definitely has the strength and everything to be able to get on a podium.
He was telling us on the bus that he's working with his mental coach, and he had a ring with him immediately to try to sort out that.
Yes.
So he's in a good place.
He also told us he had one day to be sad or mad about the comp, and then he had to move on. So I think that's exactly what he did.
Absolutely. Okay, so Louna goes straight into the ice. He'll move quickly through here. He knows it's simple for him.
Basically a speed climbing now at this moment.
Yes, it is. He's got to get high on this route. No one's topped it out for the men yet. And there's 2 tricky jumps to come on this route, remember. A little flick. That was cool to see. Do you practice that, the rotation, or is it just the hours you get in?
The rotation, I sometimes do practice it.
Mm-hmm. On the bus, just spinning your ice axes. Actually, don't do that. Knowing you will take someone out. All right, up towards the dodgy metal hole. There's a pocket in there. It's not lovely, but it's good when you've got it in properly.
And he's still fast. This is the point when some of the... whoa!
That was wild.
That was wild, but it was a good hold, luckily, so it won't cost him anything, luckily.
Luckily, yeah. So Louna has a bit of a moment down low, but I think he's all right. Just looked dramatic. Up towards the metal hold on the left.
This is the part that most of the athletes slows down a bit, because the holds are definitely not getting better.
No, they're
it's
small,
the other
aren't
way,
they? Yeah.
yes.
If you rush it through here, you might think.
Yes. But Louna doesn't seem to slow down much, to be honest.
No, and he's so low on that axe as well with that hand.
Yes.
Lovely. I love watching athletes' hands in ice climbing.
Yeah, everyone has different style, and it also depends a lot on your height. Because if you are smaller, you are most of the time using the lower handle because you want to reach. If you are taller, you can definitely use the upper one because it's more stable.
Luna's gone quick through here.
He's very quick.
He's got to do this clip though. Don't forget about that, Louna. Gets it in.
Yeah,
Nice.
he got it.
Okay.
He got it. So now the jump.
He was gutted he didn't try the jump in Korea because he slipped before it. He's going to get a chance here on this one. Here we
Fingers
go,
crossed.
Louna.
Yes.
Oh, just skipped his way down.
Good.
Oh.
So one jump is over.
One to come, eh?
Yes.
Smiles from the setting team on the wall here. This is such a hard
Didn't
move.
get it float on the first try. Yeah, he got it now.
Yeah, Korean
Perfect.
team watching on.
Yes.
Tristan,
Matching
his
on that one.
brother, is in the top spot. This is going to be an interesting family meal
Yes.
after this. I think they're still friends. No, they are very good friends, these two brothers. Okay, so clips in. Careful on the matches here.
And now the bit tricky part.
It is tricky, this, isn't it? You can see him peering at the hole to
Because
make
we
sure.
saw a lot of athletes trying to go very fast on that part, not expecting to pop off. But it has actually happened.
Yes, it's happened to Louna numerous times here in Saas as well, especially last year. Okay, up he goes. Big move, but
Perfect.
confidently done.
Confidently, very fast. I think he's fastest for now.
Yeah, speed less important for the men, of course. We haven't seen any tops yet, so it's going to be a bit
Yes.
different. Kicks into the sidewall. The
Now
fire goes again. A lot of people, by the way, were saying that I shouldn't have the button fully fire. Definitely shouldn't, and I think they are correct. I think it would be a disaster.
Well, they didn't say it about me, so I still can get
I
it.
think that's implied.
I'm happy they said it about you.
Yeah. And now his brother, look at that down bottom right. So that's the current leader and his brother encouraging him all the way, which is great to see.
Drop knee all the way through this move. Oh,
Bit wild, but he made it work.
yes.
And this is confident from Louna here, easily into fourth position.
He looks very confident today.
So up to 26, needs 33, and that's past the roof.
Now the terrible stone hold. Yeah, he goes straight to the top, no wrapping.
That wrap was wild.
It was one of the wildest moments of this final for me.
Yeah. All right, so he hangs off on that fig four now. Oh, lost the feet though. Kangaroo hops it into the ceiling. And then this power move up. Oh, it's not a powerful move for Louna. Wow.
Yeah, he's late, but he's on the right spot now.
So he's going to near a podium place any second now here. He's going to knock him off.
Just one hold away. If he releases his left tool now, he's on the podium.
Well, he is now going to our scoreboard. So 29, bronze medal. He doesn't want a bronze though. He wants the gold. He's got to beat his brother to it though.
So now we are sure that both of the Ladevant brothers are going to share podium. It's just about the place they are going to get now. The champ is coming.
It is. He makes the clip, looks up, shaking out. He's got plenty of time.
He was also checking the rope.
30.1 will get in the next. So he just needs a touch on this.
Yes, he gets.
That's the touch it should be.
He got it.
Silver.
And he still has 2 minutes 30 seconds left.
So much time. I think Tristan might know that barring a slip, Louna is going to take this one. Louna rests on the hands though.
Well,
Gets it caught up in his jacket, reverse grip. Moves the feet through.
One move from his brother. And he is on currently first position.
Brilliant. So gold medal for Louna as things stand. I don't think there's going to be many appeals between these brothers on this one.
I don't think so. But can we see a top? That's the question now.
It would finish off his comp beautifully, wouldn't it, if we saw one here?
Amazingly. And I would love to see top of this route.
I think we might, he's looking strong still. Has something left in the tank. Goes up with the right.
1 minute 40. That's plenty of time for him.
Well, there's the final couple of clips. Got to get 2 in before you can finish it. Minute and a half on the clock, plenty of time.
Whole part of this wall is just moving so terribly.
Yeah. Oh, kicks his way through. We'll make this clip, and I think this has surely got to be a top for Louna Ladevant here.
I hope it's going to be. I mean, he's definitely going to be on first position. He's going to get his gold medal, but he wants the top.
Narrow and narrow, and the wall starts to shake as you reach the top, though.
It's shaking so much.
You climb literally into
This is an amazing moment.
Well, from bottom to the top of the structure.
Reaching the golden hole.
Louna Ladevant takes a victory here. What a great moment for him.
Over 50 seconds left.
Amazing.
He's so fast.
Amazing. So fist bumps at the top, screaming down to the crowd. What a moment for Louna Ladevant as he comes down. Incredible stuff from him.
Wow.
Well, we wait for full confirmation of the men's podium in a couple of seconds, but we know that Louna takes the gold and Sina Goetz has taken the gold for the women. And do remember the full results are coming in a couple of minutes from the world standings and of course the comps from this competition. And what do you think, YouTube chat? Did you enjoy that one? It was pretty special Saas competition. All the drama that we'd expect from Saas coming out in force.
We get it all.
Now, guys, just to let you know, if you've been listening to Annette and you've enjoyed hearing her speak, I'm going to shove out a film. There's a film made with Edelrid, which is now on my YouTube channel, so you can watch Edelrid, Annette's behind-the-scenes training. If you have an idea of the competition scene and what it takes to get to this level, you can check that out. And Annette, thank you so much for joining me once more.
Thank you so much that I could be here. I enjoyed it so much.
Look at these. Their brothers are making a vlog. So they're vlogging moment down there with a GoPro. And Louna will be interviewed, I think, by... I'm not sure if we can hear this on the live chat. I don't want to talk over him, but... Anyway, let's have a look at the standings, the results from this competition. Louna taking victory over his brother Tristan. Younggeon Lee after that in third. Cheol in fourth. Benjamin Bosshard fifth. A slip from him sending him down. Hyeongsub Lim after that in sixth. Florian Gantner and Andreas Gantner make up our seventh and eighth in the 19s and 16s. So low falls from those two, but great to see a top on the men's route after that. On the men's route, a spectacular way to finish things off here in Saas. And for the women, Sina Goetz, it became a race to the top, as you can see in the top five. Time deciding everything after those tops. But Sina, Franziska and Woonseon in the top three. Then Cat Shirley just outside by a couple of seconds into fourth. Then Marianne, and Lorena Beck, Selina Bosshard and Eimir McSwiggan make up our final eight. Well, Annette, we will return, won't we, quite soon to France, Chambéry-Vanoise, for the next competition. You looking forward to that?
I can't wait, and it's also going to be very important comp. It's going to be the European Championships.
It is going to be the European Championships, and we're looking now at the overall results from the last couple of comps. So Sina leading the way with 200, Marianne second place, Woonseon Shin after that, then Cat Shirley, Eimir McSwiggan, Lorena Beck, Franziska and Selina Bosshard. That makes up our top 8 in the world standing, so this is the overall points. And going into the men's side of things, as we look at our top 8 for the men, Younggeon Lee still leading the way after that third place, 165 for him. Then Tristan, then Louna after that. The brothers making up our 3. Benjamin Bosshard in 4th, Min in 5th, Mohamed Reza Sandi Farin in 6th, Andreas Gantner and Hyeongsub Lim in 8th. So that is the world standing as they stand, and we love the world standings. All right, everyone. Well, we're going to say goodbye. Annette, thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me. It was great fun.
It was amazing. Thank you to all the commentators and everyone working so hard behind the scenes to make this event work. It was spectacular. Congratulations to everyone who competed. We'll be back in less than a week for another World Cup event. We will see you very, very soon.
Not a little.